Welcome to the Yugioh Progression Circuit. Me and two of my friends are going to embark on a round-robin version of Progression. Every week we'll be opening one box of a sealed Yu-Gi-Oh product and then building a deck before we battle it out between the three of us. Each episode will move on to the next TCG set released in chronological order, with rewards based each week on our duel results, the ability to allocate our packs each week toward past sets, including the new release, and exciting new gameplay elements that's assured to be an all-new Progression environment. Magician's Force, released October 10th, 2003, is the 8th set released for the Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG. While not as powerful overall as past sets, it does introduce interesting new things mechanically. The set introduces the mechanics of spell counters and union monsters. Spell counters can be placed on monsters with the ability to accrue them whenever any player activates a spell card. These counters can be removed or moved around for various effects. Union monsters are a bit more complex. Most union monsters are a pair. One will be a standalone monster, and the other will have the ability to equip itself to the first monster as an equip spell that can give extra stats or effects. Union monsters were never especially powerful, as they're largely underwhelming at higher levels of play. The set also introduces to a couple new archetypes. We're introduced to the Amazoness and the XYZ Union archetypes. The Amazoness archetype doesn't really have a mechanically unique identity at this point in time. Generally, they have effects related to battle, with Amazoness Tiger being the payoff for going wide with your Amazoness army. The XYZ Union archetype is a bit more mechanically interesting, introducing the concept of contact fusing. The XYZ monsters can combine in different ways to pull their boss monsters out of the extra deck. Two of the monsters themselves can also act as union monsters for the third, potentially making it unable to be destroyed by battle or card effect. Notable cards in this set include Tribe Infecting Virus, Breaker the Magical Warrior, Mass Driver, Wave Motion Cannon, Rivalry of Warlords, and Magical Scientist. Overall, Magician's Force is a mechanically interesting set that doesn't quite stick the landing on its own, but does lay the groundwork for future cards to shine. With no further ado, let's get into it. It's just that easy. It's just that easy. Yeah, I mean, the light beatdown deck did what it had to do, and I'm glad that it worked as quickly as it did. Um, Aaron is on Pac-Man. I mean, he has all the bones for it. It's a deck that I would like to play, but I don't have like really any of those floodgates. Like I have like a messenger piece, but I have no gravity bind. I think I have a couple like ordeals. I only have the one fairy box, so I just don't really have the bones for it. But he is playing a version of that deck, and it looks annoying, so I'm glad that I brought like an aggro deck this week. So we got a 2-0 spin. Let's see what we can do here. Starlight might be nice, just to pick up a Heavy Storm. Just finish out my board wipe collection. I'd be pretty happy with that. Let's see what we can do. Secret Rare Wild Card. Alright, well that's good. We're not mad about that. We did only open Pharaonic Guardian. I kind of wish I would have like put one pack into Metal Raiders or something. Okay, we can get anything from this side. There's a secret, right? Yeah. I mean, Ring's the obvious choice. It's probably Ring. It's probably Ring. I mean, yeah, that's what it's gonna be. We're just gonna pick up a Ring of Destruction. Okay. Throw one of those in the collection. Not too mad about it. Another good piece of removal. Yeah, we'll take all the staples we can get. Let's get into the pack opening.
Alright, we got ourselves a little wheel spin. We're on the O2 wheel this time, so let's see what we get. Hopefully something good. I guess that's fine. We'll take it. And yeah, we'll use it eventually, but we'll see later.
All right, so we actually went 1-1 by some sheer miracle. Although we lost to Tobin like near immediately, we were able to kind of pull ahead with Carson, so we were able to get 1-1. So that means we get to spin the 1-1 wheel. Haven't done that since the first week, and let's hope for the best here. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. That's not what I wanted. Anyway.
Alright, Magician's Force this week. This set's like cool, you know, like I like the art in a lot of these cards. But I mean, like, okay, Apprentice Magician's good, Duskqual is like fine, Dark Blade's good for warrior decks. Dark Core Spine removal, I don't really think we need spot removal, we're pretty set for that. But it's fine. Tribe Infecting's awesome, I'd love that. These Magicians will be good for Chaos in the future. Same thing for X-Head Cannon, I'll take him really just for that. We don't really care too much about these XYZ pieces. I mean, like, if we get the names, that'll be nice, I guess, for future support stuff. Like, we didn't, Season 1, we didn't really have a chance to play, like, the Union Hanger, like, ABC deck. So, maybe that matters. Breaker, I really would like. But it's kind of like the one thing that I really would like from this set. Like, at common, yeah, there's floodgates that are annoying. Wave motion cannon's good at this stage in the game. Like, this card's playable. I would like a mass driver for future frog stuff, potentially. Magical Scientist, obviously, gotta pull that. Royal Magical for Exodia decks could be fun. Old Vindictive, sure, it's fine. My Body is good to have. But, like, there's not a ton in here that really sparks joy. So here's the game plan this week. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to go 6 deep into Magician's Force. We're all out of respins at this point, so we don't even think about any of that stuff. We're just going to be a little bit choosy here. We're going to go 6 in Magician's Force, see how we feel about what we got there, and then figure out what we would do with the other 18. I'm thinking about doubling back into Pharaoh's Servant, potentially. I might full send into that if my Magician's Force pulls are kind of what I want from them. Let's see what we get. 6 packs deep, we'll have 18 left. Let's take a little peek into the set before we commit to anything. Nothing I want there. Again, nothing I want. Yeah, this is a set that I don't want to fully commit to. 1 Royal Magical, 1 Wave Motion, sure. Sure. Okay, Luster Dragon's like a fine monster, I guess, just as a body. That's okay, I guess. Great Angus, we got the Rivalry, we got the Kaiser, sure, we got the Floodgates in our collection. I don't know how quickly those go to 1, I hope very soon. We didn't really get all the stuff we wanted, we got some stuff. I just don't think this set's that good, I don't want to commit that many more in. We got some stuff, that's fine. Let's go back to Fact Select. I think we're going to go back into Pharaoh's Servant. There's a lot of stuff that we would still like in Pharaoh's Servant. Imperial Order would be great to have for the collection. Pre-mat's awesome, I'd love to have that. Love to have Call of the Haunted. Ceasefire can matter with like how much like burn is being played by Aaron. If he's like staying on that Dark Snake Syndrome type thing, having sources of burn could matter. The main card I think I want is Thousand Eyes Restrict. Now that we get Magical Scientist, I don't think I even pulled it. We can check later. But now that we get Magical Scientist in Magician's Force, like this guy can matter, and he will matter a lot in the future, especially like once we hit Instant Fusion and stuff. But I would like to get that just to have it, because I don't know when it next sees a reprint. I think we also might have missed out entirely on Michizure, and I know we don't have any Gravity Bind. If we do want to play Pac-Man in the future, this might be good. And then maybe more copies of Magic Drinks. I think I only have 1. I don't know if I got any Nobleman either. I don't think I'd play it, but it might just be nice to have. But yeah, those are the things that I'm kind of wanting to get. Obviously, if we get like Nobleman, I'm not going to be mad about that. Nobleman Crossout's very good. Mirror Wall, maybe I'll play it. Limiter just to have for like the Cyber Dragon decks in the future or something. Like there's still stuff here that we could pull that I would like to have. But yeah, there's a lot of pieces in here that I think we're missing out on. I think I might have undervalued this set a little bit when we first came to it. But yeah, let's throw the other 18 in here. I think I'm feeling good about doing that. Because I think even if we get like, say we get an ultra rare wild card off the win or something, there's plenty of things we can pick up off that are gonna matter. Yeah, like 3 things at ultra that would immediately be pickable. And then supers, there's still stuff. I'd probably pick up Nobleman or Mirror Wall maybe, but yeah, there's stuff here. So I'm feeling good about the 18. Let's go 18 deep. Okay, another magic drain off the rip. That's good. We do want more of those. Sure, that's fine. First gravity bind, okay. Magical hat, sure. Second gravity bind. I wish magical hats was better than it is. It's like such a cool card in the anime. Okay, well we got our playset of gravity binds, that's fine. Got a couple of burning lands too. I don't know, maybe we do that. Maybe if we swap into a Pac-Man deck of our own. Go heavier on the burn. Grave Robber is like bad, but it's a cool card. Again, way cooler in the anime than the game. Not really hitting any of the high rarity stuff. This is kind of a bust. That's fine. That's fine. Kind of a bust, but we did even out our playset of Ladybugs, I think. We got a playset of Gravity Bind, we got a playset of Magic Drain. That's fine. These cards are cute. We got a couple of these if we really need to side in more Spell Trap Destruction. Another Time Steal, I think we might have only got one of those before, so maybe that comes up sometimes. It's like fine. That's fine. We don't have any respins. We're not really considering anything. But yeah, it's alright. I'm not mad about it. We got some stuff we needed at low rarity. And if we get a wild card, we got targets. We got stuff we can pick up. So that's a-okay. Alright, with that, let's hop into the deck building and see what we want to play this week.
Good evening, you gabagool. Don't do drugs and stay in school. This week, we've got some Magician's Force going on, and I'm just gonna dump all my pulls into it because it looks kind of cool. So here's to hoping we get good stuff. All right, Union Effect monster acquired. Oh, okay. Well, that's gonna be changing up my decks. Huh. Yikes. Another trap hole. Oh, okay. Basically kills it, right? Basically kills it. And, well, takes up a board slot, but I don't know how useful that would really be. Maybe. Dang, a little 3-star 1700 attacker. Wonder how many of those I'll get. Whoa, okay, that's cool. See, we're getting cool stuff in this set. Another Paragraph Union Effect monster? Oh, yes, dude, I wanted this. Alright, hopefully I actually get like 3 of these, because that will for sure decide on the deck I'm building this week. Okay, that's cool. I doubt I'm gonna get the cards to really make it work. That's another Sonic Duck. Another couple of Union Effect monsters. And this just looks cool with its art. See, that could go kind of spicy in that, whatever I got last pull. You know, that rare. Spicy add to the deck. Maybe it's like there's some sort of spell that comes out that's, like the lowest attack wins. You know, flips everything around. Ooh, counter tech in case other people doing it, or I decide to not. Well, you know, I just get like other stuff. I'll for sure be playing a graveyard deck sooner or later. Look at that. Sonic deck squadron assembled. Just like that. Love that. Oh boy. Love it. Love it. Hell yeah. Union Monsters Assemble. I guess I need to get like a couple more of those. The Megaton Magical Cannon. Yep. That does do what the name says. Oh shit, hey, it's like the same art as that spell, right? Okay, that's sick. Okay, well, that's sick, because, you know, I can grab, like, that other flip to destroy creature that I just got in the last pack or two. Oh, hell yeah, another Armory Ixie. That's 2 out of 3 right there. Honestly, like, that's sick. And this guy's huge? What's this guy do? I mean, it's big for sure, but doesn't seem that good. Maybe it's just like there's a way to get this out and it's cool and you get style points, but I think it basically is just that. Alright, it's forbidden. You know it's good. Well, I'll have to, like, I guess look through my fusion monsters to see if I have anything that would make this worth it as of now. Alright, Spell Shield. That's sick. And that's one of these, but I think it's 2. Well, I guess I'm just on pack 9. Dang. Alright, maybe I gotta pick up the base here a little bit. But, I don't know. Like, I guess I've got, like, some Amazon stuff, but we'll see if this will be worth. Love it. Another one of these, so that's cool. Helping Robo for combat. I don't really know how good this is. Doesn't seem super good. Very niche. Another one of these. Love it. Look at that. Yeah, we're recording, right? I get to keep these packs? Nah, I'm kidding. I legit already checked because I had drawn so much good stuff. It's like, okay, please let me like if not mess that up. It's not what I thought that said for a second. We got Desk Koala. Wow. Well, that's fine, I guess. Second Goblin. The oppressed people. Decent defender for level 1. Okay, well this is already a sick card. Dang. That's cool. We got another Helping Robo. Yeah, that seems like an important card to have for the Union Monster strategy. Look at this, dude. We got a ultra rare. Alright, so maybe our first kind of good fusion monster for that magical scientist guy. You know, just be able to remove a spell or trap card, and you know, that's it. But you know, decent option, turning that magical scientist into this guy for a turn. Alright, we're getting towards the end, and I still need to pull my third armor or EXE, right? Or did I get my third? Nothing really at all here. This is like one of those sets I might pour a bunch of packs into again, just to get the spell stuff. Oh shit. Alright, we've got one piece of the, you know, Blue Eyes White Dragon deck. So, maybe eventually we'll get enough cards. And I like getting another one of these guys. He's cool. Nasty. What the heck is this? He's 5. Oh, I forgot. They're so bad. Alright. Well, that is the last of our pulls. Yeah, gobagles. You know, to look over it, good measure. We got 3 of these guys. Pretty good stuff, man. Pretty good stuff. Let's see, where's that armor EXE? How many did I get? I got 2 of these. Nice. Oh, 2. Alright, well, you know, I guess I can't just do it. So. Do I re-roll? So I really only got like 4 things, right? Is 4 a lot? And do I re-roll? I got 5 Sonic Ducks, so like hopefully that's not an issue to get more. Let's see, what other stuff could we want to re-roll for with the lower things slash? What do we want to make sure we're keeping? It's like I feel like I got a lot of good low drop stuff. All right, I guess let me look through the fiend or these like union effect monsters, and we'll decide if we're gonna re-roll. But you guys will find out later. Good evening, you gabagools. If you do drugs, still stay in school. We're re-rolling, and we're obviously dumping it all back in Magician's Force because that set's rad. Alright, let's see what we get. Just kind of hoping for, you know, like a secret rare or something. First pack. I guess second pack is alright too. You know, I mean, pretty decent start on the cool strategy that I want to be able to play. All right. We got stuff. I didn't get this last pull. Okay. Okay. Look at that, a dark blade. Now let's see if we get the equip monster for it. Another one of these. Alright, and an ultra rare. We're going the way I want this to go for the reroll. Love it. Got stuff and things and stuff. Dude, how many of these am I gonna pull? I better not pull a single one for the entire rest of this thing. Holy cow. Nice to get these though. Like that. Koala. Oh. Alright, we'll see if I pull that guy again. Oh, look at that! Armory XE. Love it. Alright, is this where the water deck starts to happen? Is this it? Dramatic rescue. Alright, more support for that strategy. And now more support for my bonus rares. Ah, dang. Hopefully next pack, right? Right? Oh no, another ante. We roll again. Alright, we got some good stuff. You know, it's nice to have this guy with that mad scientist. It's nice to have another couple of these for sure. I do like it. You know, it's going good. Stuff. More stuff. More stuff. One last chance to draw things. Just more stuff. Oh no. Dude, what? How many reader tokens do I even have? We are gonna be redoing this one. See you in the next one. Or you know what? Yeah, no, we'll see you in the next. You just use your redoer ticket and you just keep starting over again, right? Now let's get this started. All right, decentish stuff. I mean, I'm glad to be pulling, like, these guys again. Okay, pack 6. And, you know, we're getting somewhere. Okay, we got a fusion wave motion. This card is not treated as a fusion card. Whatever that's supposed to mean. Got a Dark Blade. Let's just open all these and see what we got. Okay, we got a Z metal tank. Yeah, I was totally gonna be able to cast those like fusion monsters I got. Ugh. Armor EXE. Okay, here we go. One of these guys again. Do love that. And a Dark Blade, you know, like it's kind of coming together. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No, please don't crash. No. Oh, what a bummer, dude. It crashed because it was pulling in like a couple rares, or you know, secret rares. And you know, I wasn't able to bring them through because it would have just been too good. So the site stopped and you know had to reassess what it was giving me there. You hate to see it, but it's gonna like give me a couple of those back before it's over for sure. Cool. That's cool. Get that, you know, and some disarmaments. And like, what's gonna stop it? I guess like field spells, but you know, love that. Man, if I could get like 2 more of those, that'd be awesome. Got that Decayed Commander. And of course, you know, the Sonic decks, like I do like to be getting those. And a Spell Shield type B? Look at this guy. A trap counter. Okay, I do like that it's, you know, got the multi-purpose stuff going on here. That's pretty sick. Cool. It's cool, you know. It's like it's kind of worth it. Oh, jeez. X-head cannon. Kind of hard to use. That's a lot of cards. It's just a normal amount of cards, I guess. The Big Bang Shot. Alright, well, you know, hey, I gotta keep this one. So, here we go. It's in the pot.
Alright, so we are going to talk about Magician's Force. It is a new set that came out. It has a lot of interesting cards. Whereas before we might have been following a theme, this one does still follow a theme. It kind of follows the idea of spellcasters and spells to kind of support those spellcasters with some other support with some other cards. They care about playing spell cards, which will allow other cards to be putting spell counters on other cards. And because of that, those spell counters can do numerous amount of effects. Starting from the top, I mean, it's not going to be for every card, but starting from the top, basically, if you have a strong defense monster, you can destroy the attacker, which would be good. Amazon's Tiger, he's like basically magnetism, ring of magnetism for Amazoness monsters. Not bad, but he's interesting. You have to kind of pull for the Amazoness, and there's not a lot of names right now. Apprentice Magician is going to be one of those first kind of cards that care about spell counters. It works where it works. Armor X kind of cares to take them off. It is a no tribute, normal summon 2400, but he does have the cost that you have to remove a spell counter on the field, which may not always be too easy, but 2400 just base is not too shabby. Cat Ear Tribe is funny, DD Crazy Beast is funny, this guy's funny. That guy's interesting. I mean, a little bit more difficult, but if you can make it work, you can make it work. This is going to be like the Great Fairy Meteor Crash or whatever the equipped card was from a few sets back, with the caveat that if the card leaves, so does the monster, but it's banished. So it's a pretty good one considering that it is just at rare, so there's multiple copies of it. You can just basically make any monster inflicts piercing damage to a defense monster, but it just depends. Zexal can be pretty good. Kind of feels like a Princess Tsurugi, where instead of being cards on the field, it's just cards in hand. Usually they hold a lot more cards in hand and just kind of play depending on the field. So having maybe both in tandem would be nice. Darkblade is an 1800 normal summon, not bad. Anti's interesting. Can get rid of a card. It could also get rid of nothing. And in theory, you can make your opponent take 1000. it's like fine. I mean, considering you can play multiple of these, like it could just be 3,000 and they pitch 3 cards, probably, but who knows. Dark Core is going to be pretty nice. It's just a way to banish any card on the field instead of being destroyed. Some cards care about hitting the graveyard. Not a lot of cards, as of yet, care about being banished. So that's a good card there. This one's a little bit more costly, but if you can accomplish it, it has a lot of power. Remove 10 spell counters on the side of the field and destroy all cards on your opponent's side of the field. Pretty powerful. Any kind of like one-sided board wipe is really powerful, but at least at this time it's a huge cost. That huge cost is having 10 spell counters. There's ways to kind of, sort of cheat it out, but not really. Preview Doll is kind of cool. That you can... Yes, since it's 5 or 6, it requires 1 tribute. So in this case, you just basically play a spell card and it acts as like a second tribute, but you still need that other monster. So it's kind of an option there. This one cares about Amazoness cards, and the combination attack cares about unions. That's like something we'll see very shortly. This is the one that kind of allows you to create 3 spell counters instantly, and they can be moved off once per turn during your turn. But of course, cards like Armor X can just take those off anyway, because it's any cards, well, during each of... Oh yeah, just remove a spell counter. So since this has spell counters, you can just remove it from this card. And then the once per turn effect still can activate if there's still another spell counter, but just depends. Amazoness Fighter, it's kind of cool. I did short print, so that means it has a higher chance of just being in your collection. You just take no battle damage, so you can attack something that might be stronger, and your card might stay alive after battle, but you know, it really just depends. It's just a card that, like, if they don't have a way to get rid of it, they kind of can't destroy it through battle, so it's a nice option. This guy's really interesting. He is level 10, so he does require 3 tributes, but a very high cost. I mean, no cards in hand, no cards on field to keep him around. He's cool. I mean, if you're able to use him, he's pretty cool. 3,500. Yeah, downgrade, I don't think has a purpose right now. I can't imagine where it would have a purpose right now, but somewhere down the line, especially down the line, it will have a purpose later on. Dimension Jar, I guess it's really more so good for you. If you can select 3 monsters in your opponent's graveyard that you need to get rid of, they probably don't have good targets for you. Maybe you don't have that many, maybe you don't actually care about your graveyard. So it's really more like you getting rid of your opponent's stuff. It doesn't really matter. Spellbook Organization is kind of a cool, it's like that like Hero Scout or Big Eye, I can't remember, on a spell card, not as a monster, so it's nice. And you can activate during anybody's turn. And then Koetsu is actually going to be one of our first union monsters, starting from top to bottom of the page. It does need to be summoned, so it is 3 tributes, and those 3 tributes can be because you're getting this 200-100 attacker, and it relies on a secondary card known as Aitsu, or Aitsu, and he is in common, I think. He's somewhere. There he is. So he's a 5-star, which does require yet another tribute. And he's 100-100, and the other guy's 200-100. So it's really difficult to want to try playing these cards, but when they're paired together, Aitsu would be a 3100 attacker, still 100 defender. It's a very interesting combination of cards. I cannot imagine anyone ever playing these in this current state of the game. So he's just there. This card is kind of cool because it can basically negate if it negate a spell card if it targets exactly 1 monster. Now Fissure doesn't target; it just says you're going to destroy the lowest. But for the spell cards that do target monsters, this can negate it, or you can just send 1 spell card from hand to graveyard and negate the activation, and that's kind of like Magic Jammer, I believe. I might be mistaken in the name, but it's a good card though, just as an option, and it is a counter trap, so that means it is the highest spell speed. Only counter traps can respond to counter traps. Skill Dark Magician, good, because we have Dark Magician. It does say that when we have 3 spell counters, whenever a spell card is activated, we can place it. Still, in pairing with the Pitch Black Power Stone, even if you, let's say, only activate 2 spells or 1 spell 1 turn, and then the next turn you turn this one over, there's still ways to do this, and basically he's just a normal summon who's actually 1900, not as a normal summon. But you contribute him with 3 spell counters, and then you can summon Dark Magician from your hand, deck, or graveyard. That's pretty good. Really, the only downside is if he is in Banish. But again, not a lot of cards banish cards right now, so chances are you're safe. If you can get this to resolve before he gets destroyed, you can get your Dark Magician out. Granted, there's ways to get rid of special summons, ways to get rid of monsters on the field, but the way to cheat it out is still not bad. And especially since it's just super rare, there's a chance you can play get 2 of these guys, and you can get back your Dark Magician again. Now, White Magician, on the other hand, is going to be for your Buster Blader. I also have Buster Blader. So again, same exact conditions, except instead of 1917, it's 1719. Better defender, but still not. You don't really want to go for defenders, at least in this stage of the game, because there's too many equipped cards that are just going to destroy over things. But yeah, Buster Blader from hand, deck, or graveyard, cannot complain about that. This card is interesting because I think it just happens once. As he comes on the field, you declare 1 card from your hand and discard 1 card from your hand and declare 1 type of monster, and those, I guess, they just get destroyed at that turn. I don't know if this is a one-time effect or this is like once per turn effect. It doesn't really say. Maybe, I don't know. But this is still a powerful card just on its face. It could be like a mass board wipe, and then you just go in for 16. These cards are all super high rolling. Every single one of these cards. I mean, Amazoness Archers is another Amazoness card. Could matter, but these cards are all high rolling again because they're super rare. Requires Z and X. This one requires Y and Z, but these are all super rare. So you have to pull 2 super rares. You have to pull these 2 cards and a fusion monster. Pretty high rolling. But if you can get them, they have a good payoff. They're pretty cool cards, especially with Fusion Gate that came out like a few sets back. It's possible to get these guys out. With the ultra rares, they are going to be pretty good. Amazoness Sword Woman. I mean, she just takes any damage you would have taken is inflicted to your opponent instead. So that's pretty good. She's another Amazoness card, which matters for other cards as well. With Amazoness Archers, it just means that everyone has to attack her, and since she's not taking that damage, your opponent would be taking damage instead. I mean, they're either dying or they're taking a lot of damage from attacking, so it's a good card just to kind of have. This is a good card to have. This is a good card to have. Just either of these cards. Break Your Magical Warrior. It's pretty good. You can only have 1 spell counter on it when he's normal summoned, and he gains 300 for each spell counter on him. But then also, you can remove 1, and you can just destroy 1 spell trap. You have a card again in tandem with like Pitch Black, Power Stone. You remove 1. Also, he's strong. You remove 1, you destroy a spell trap. You put 1 on. You can once again remove it and destroy 1 spell trap. If you have multiple of these, you can use the effect multiple times. I believe it's per card is once per turn, not the effect once per turn. So it is pretty nice that you can just get rid of a whole bunch of spell trap cards, and then at the end you can stack it where he still has that normal summon 1900 attack. And if you need to, you can remove it for somebody else or whatever. Chaos Command Magician is going to be basically not really a Dark Magician, with the effect that he negates the effect of a monster card that targets this 1 card. Not often is that going to happen. Very seldom is that going to actually matter, but where it matters, this card exists. Spell Canceller. Spell cards and their effects cannot be activated, negate all spell effects on the field. So this is going to be like your, not Royal Command, but it's going to be your, I forget the name. The trap card that actually has a mandatory cost. That sucks. It's a cool card, but it sucks because it has a mandatory cost. If you can get this guy out for 1 tribute, or if you have a way to reduce the levels of a card like this, great. That's fantastic. And now you just have a monster on the field that says no spells can be activated. You have Jinzo out, no traps can be activated. They're floodgates on monsters, so it's really hard to say no to that. But ultra rare, it makes sense why these cards are difficult to get. Dark Paladin cares about Dark Magician and Buster Blader. He's a cool effect. He kind of mixes a little bit of each, with more of the spellcaster side, with still keeping the warrior side. Where when a spell card's activated, you can just discard a card. That's a quick effect, so it can happen during your opponent's turn. You can negate the activation, destroy it, and then in general, 500 attack, for each dragon monster in the field and graveyard. So you could be playing a dragon center deck with Dark Magician and Buster Blader and Fusion Gate within your deck, and then Dark Paladin in your extra deck, and you would be gaining a lot of attack. You know, you might have really strong dragons, and you have this guy who gains all this extra attack off of dragons. It's not just reliant on your opponent having a cool card there. Again, high rolly stuff. You get them, but chances are we're not going to even be able to think about playing any of these cards. We do? Cool. That's a really interesting. Playstyle, but chances are we're not. Luster Dragon being 1900 normal summon. I think he's mattered with other fusion monsters, but still 1900 normal summon base, not bad. Double spell. We can discard a spell card to place one spell card from our opponent's graveyard, place it onto an appropriate zone on our side, and basically have it resolve. So if they, for some odd reason, pulled a super cool card, like I know Tobin had Raigeki. He pulled that, I think, last week or the week before. He plays that card, he destroys all the cards on my side of the field in terms of monsters. I'm like, well, that sucks, but I wouldn't have this exact same card. Considering he took my Dark Hole, he has a Raigeki, I can just play that card as well. And then at that point, it's off to the races. It's a way to more or less steal a card your opponent has, but, you know, it's 2 cards for 1. Could still do well. And then Paladin White Dragon. While it is a really cool card, it's not going to do anything for my deck, because I don't have white. Well, Blue Eyes White Dragon. Cool card maybe later on when Blue Eyes gets reprinted like 30,000 times, but for now it doesn't have anything. Secret Rare Dark Magician Girl. Mattered for Dark Magician or Magician of Black Chaos. I don't think Magician of Black Chaos is in this set. I think he is a like a structure deck card, or he's like a promo wild card. So this card really won't matter, especially since I only have one Dark Magician and we don't have any cards like that count as Dark Magician yet. But she's there. And then Diffusion Wave Motion is a pretty cool card, considering that you can basically turn like your Dark Magician girl. Oh, sorry, she's level 6. You can turn your who was I thinking of? I mean, your normal Dark Magician. I think Buster Blade is also level 7. Maybe it has to be Spellcaster. Yeah, it has to be Spellcaster. So you just take your Dark Magician, who's level 7 or higher, and it must attack all of your. Well, you can attack all. Must attack all opponent monsters your opponent controls once each. And then also other monsters you control cannot attack. Yeah, so I mean that works also with Dark Paladin, who's a spellcaster, who's level 8. So you have him, you have Dark Magician, you have whoever. Very good cards in tandem. I mean, you do have to pay 1,000, but if it works, and you can just attack everybody, and then all those cards are destroyed. They can't activate their effects. It's pretty strong. It can just be something that can end the game, especially if you only have one monster and you're like, well, they're going to destroy me next turn one way or another. And then actually, even though these are secret rares, super short print, we have Secret Barrel. It's just another funny card that if it can activate early on in, well, actually later on in the game, when your whole board's set up, when your opponent's board is set up, they have a full field and they have a whole bunch of cards in hand, it can do a lot of damage there. Just burn damage, which we'll care about later. There's a good notable number of commons. Kaiser Coliseum is a floodgate, and for a reason, because it's incredibly restrictive. Wavebroken Cannon can just probably kill somebody if it's out for 8 turns. You get it out turn 1, they have no way to destroy for 8 turns, you can just sacrifice it and they're dead. Very crazy card. Master Driver doesn't do much now, but we're later going to see this card and need this card for a deck later on if we ever get to actually play it. Remove Brainwashing, since Tobin uses he uses Change of Heart. This is a way just to kind of stop Change of Heart. It's a cool card. Rivalry of Warlords is really good if you're playing like an actual dedicated deck. If you're playing specifically like all warriors, and your opponent's playing a whole pile of cards. This is a way to just kind of get rid of that pile, and they have to keep only one card. And considering this is continuous, they can only have up to one of these. So it's going to be pretty good there. Oh, sorry, no. Yeah, considering it's continuous, they can only have those types of monsters. So they can't ever change it. And if they ever do change it, I think it forces them to destroy other ones. or send them all. They're not destroyed. Yeah, and then we got some other cards in here. The other Amazonas cards. We have Magical Scientist, who can allow us to get out fusion monsters from the deck. They cannot attack our life points, your opponent's life points directly, and it returns the extra deck at the end of turn. But sometimes you just need a special summon. Sometimes there are going to be cards that actually have effects when they get destroyed. If we have, or when they're sent to the graveyard, we have ways to tribute them off because it would just count as a special summon. We have ways that can, you know, they can attack. They just can't attack directly. And it's just a cool little ability there. So we don't have Thousand Eyes Restrict, and that's fine. Magical Scientist would have allowed to put that out like quick and easily, but we don't have them. But still, good card to have. Magical Marionette's a kind of cool card. Royal Magical Library is a good card. I think Roulette Barrel is another good card. There's a lot of funny cards in here, but we're here to open some cards. So we're going to go full 24 into Magician's Force. I mean, it's not like I don't want to pull some of the cards back here, but I feel like I'm too far gone, and the more I keep on dipping my toes in previous sets, the less I'm actually gaining from these newer sets, and I want to try getting some of the stronger cards now, instead of losing out on them later. So I'm going to just go old 24 here. Tribute Doll is going to be nice. This one could be good, especially if for some reason we had to pitch it, or because we summoned it and now somebody destroyed it. Getting rid of 2 spell counters, which can be real easy with the that 1 trap card. We can just bring it back. Special summon the target. Considering this is common, this is actually really nice. And there's going to be other cards that actually matter with spell counters. Good to have at least 1 Wave Motion Cannon, because it's never guaranteed, so having 1 is really nice. Don't really care about this card. Good to see this card. He's common? Oh, maybe he was short print, I didn't realize. This card's kind of funny. Nice. Nice. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I mean, chances of me actually being able to play it, not high, but still a cool card. This, yeah, I was gonna say that was super short print. I was like, there's no way that the secret rays over here, so that's cool. That could matter, especially if your opponent's kind of building some stuff up. Being able to remove all spell counters could matter depending on their deck. So that's cool. I think actually Royal Magical Library cares about spell counters too. I think so. Like when you have 3, you can draw a card. It's used in a like combo deck to try basically winning through Exodia. So that's an idea. That's fine. Poison Mold Man, it's kind of funny too, considering that it gives you an option. Adhesion Trap Hole, when your opponent summons a monster, have that monster's original attack. That could matter, especially when they get out like a really strong like 3000 monster. Before other effects apply, now it's just 1500, and maybe it's not even enough to beat over what they're trying to beat over, so that's a cool little card there. Doesn't get rid of the card, just weakens it significantly. This is kind of cool. I don't exactly know how it works, so I'm gonna have to maybe do a little bit of research into that, but still. Secret Barrel having multiple, Wave Motion Cannon having multiple, I mean, these are just ways to burn your opponent. You play 1, 2, and like put 1 down here, it's gonna be really annoying. But it's ways to destroy something through effect damage. Metal Silver Armor, as long as you control the monster equipped to this card, your opponent cannot use the effect of spell, trap, or effect monster to target 1 monster except the equipped monster. So they can't really target anything else. So you can put it on like a really, if like you happen to pull that Amazonas card, they can't attack. Like they'd have to attack that monster. Or I think, maybe I'm thinking 2 different cards, but basically you just do a Ring of Magnetism for everything. Everything has to target 1 card, and then everything else in your field is untouched, unless they have cards that don't say the word target, like Fissure, or if they have like Raigeki or Dark Hole or anything like. Still, pretty cool card so far. Spell Canceller, good. Didn't think I was actually going to get this, being an ultra rare. Good. DD Crazy Beast is funny. I mean, you have to kind of set him up to be good, but he can just kind of get rid of things permanently. Again, not a lot of cards touch or talk about the banish zone, so it more than likely won't ever have a problem. If you can banish something, it's not coming back, usually. Zombie Tiger, I think I did see that actually in the first pack, but I didn't actually read what it was yet, so... Another flip effect that destroys, I'm not going to say no to that. Here's a mountain of text, it's a union monster where it matters, and I think actually people running about... I don't know if it's this set or if it's the next set, but there's a set of like 3 cards that have like 3 normal words in their title and their name, and it's like if you control all 3 of these random cards, something cool happens. I think this is one of them. So if we see the other cards, I might talk about those. Magical Marionette, sure. I think United Resistance is another one. Okay. Cool. There's Amazon's Tiger. It's nice. It does matter about other Amazon's cards. There's Zombie Tiger again. There's Fighter. This is common. Oh, cool. Blowpiper, sure. There's Restoring again, another Secret Barrel. White Dragon Ritual does, I forgot, because ritual monsters do require the ritual spell. I guess it's good that if we happen to pull the ritual monster, we have the ritual spell, but like I said, not on my to-do list, really. Dark Core, cool, can banish something. I can remove Brainwashing, is also pretty cool. Magical Scientist, nice to have just in general. Are these rarities correct? I don't remember these rarities to be like that. Oh, that was short print. Oh, okay. I was thinking that they were rare or something. I was like, why am I getting so many of these? Common. Okay, that's fine. Sure. So these are pretty cool cards. Dark Blade, nice. Not gonna complain about an 1800 attacker. Let's see. Some other cool cards. Just a Battle Phase this turn. That could matter. It could matter a lot. Red Barrel. That could matter too. I mean, it's a non-optional. You have to destroy one monster in the field who's level equal to that result. It could destroy something on your side. It's very different than the other roll card. There's a roll card that you roll and destroy something on your opponent's side of the field. I think that's actually a trap card from Veronic Guardian. Or maybe it's Labyrinth of Nightmare. One of the two. Tribute Doll, sure. Pitch Black Dragon, I think it's a Union monster, so I don't really care about it. Kaiser Coliseum, good to see this. It is going to get limited really soon. I wouldn't blame somebody for banning it. It's a terrible floodgate. It's really annoying. There are cards that can get rid of spell cards, but it's really stupid to play. And I'm going to play it. Yeah, otherwise, let's see. We're good so far. Combination attack. Matters for Union monsters. I don't think I'll be playing Unions. Yeah. Jar Robber is a card. You go basically... What? You get 1 for 1. You're basically holding the card either on their field or in your hand indefinitely. Obviously, you're holding your hand. Your opponent's only playing their normal spell at normal spell speed. So having your hand is basically pointless. You have to have it on the field. If you have it on the field, I mean, you can cancel their one chance to draw 2 cards, so you can draw 1 card. But it's funny maybe to activate. Not so great to put in your deck more than once. That's it. Sure. Paladin, just as another name. This guy, which could matter, could be pretty cool. You can add 1 Buster Blade from deck or graveyard to your hand. Actually, that could matter. I mean, being able to bring anything back from grave is pretty strong, and it's at common, so it's not too shabby. Okay. Neko main king. That could also matter. Not too sure where it would, but it could matter. Yeah, if you get destroyed monster by battle, you draw 1 card and then put 1 on the bottom of the deck. That's pretty good. Actually, getting Power Stone is strong. I kind of forgot I was missing out on that, so having a Power Stone is really good. This one could actually matter about Amazon's cards if you keep on getting it. There it is, Oppress People. Now, what card matters about all three of these, I don't remember, but those are the three names. Like Oppress People, like something about United, and I don't know, people are standing or talking about whatever it is. But yeah, these are pretty cool cards. Another Magical Scientist, not too bad. Another Wave Motion Cannon. Rare Gold Armor is actually a nice one. Your opponent cannot attack other monsters other than the equipped monster. There are going to be cards, I think, that say, like, your opponent, like, as long as you control another monster, your opponent cannot select this monster as, like, an attack target. You have two monsters like that. Well, first of all, you have a monster and equipped with Rare Gold Armor and any other monster, you're off to the races. Rare Gold Armor is pretty funny. It can matter for certain cards. Having just one of these, again, still a common is going to be nice. And the Wave Motion Cannon is not going to be too bad. People running about, Oppress People. I don't know what it's about. It's something that relies on them. This guy's cool if you can do his thing. Yeah. Now, Gather Your Mind is fun. I don't remember how many I've pulled. I think this might be the second one. But Gather Your Mind is a card that basically finds other Gather Your Minds so you can filter through. It basically is there specifically for spell counters. Cards that want you to play spell cards to add spell counters to themselves. This card, as you play, you add one from your deck to your hand. The deck is then shuffled. Obviously, it goes to the grave, so if you have ways to shuffle spells back into the deck, it can just be continual. But at the worst case scenario, I think technically you're only allowed to play like one of these cards per turn. Maybe you can play more than one, but max you're playing two unless you have a way to shuffle them back in. It's pretty funny. It's pretty funny. So cool card just to even have one. I think I have two, but still, good card there. This is just a Monster Reborn for 1500. It does have to be in attack mode, but that's pretty good. You cannot complain about that. I mean, just basically taking a really strong monster from your opponent's side of the field. Sometimes you just need that. That's all you need. It can attack the turn it comes out. That's pretty good. So, cool card just to have there. Second Goblin. Cares about Giant Orc, I guess. This guy, he's fine. I don't really know what he's all about. It's like, I guess if you know maybe what your opponent's running, I don't know. It's a weird card, but it's fine. Yeah. Wow, nice. Okay. I don't think I care about this card, but he's cool. That's it. It's cool. I think I would like my Ultra Rare to go to anything else, but that's fine. He's fair. He's technically common. He's a Union monster that cares about Dark Blade. Another Kaiser Coliseum. Of course, we're gonna play as many as we can. We got 6 more packs. Another one. I don't want another one. I guess he's still 1 Tribute 2400, but at this point, 1 Tribute 2400 is not great. Unless you're playing like a center deck, because having tributes in your hand does not feel good. That's it. This koala is funny. I think I talked about him earlier. Another card that cares about Dark Blade. I don't think I know what Dark Blade is. Apprentice Magician, sure. A card that can place a spell counter, you just do. And then you can put a level 2 or lower spellcaster monster from your deck in face down defense. Who that'd be, I don't really know, but somebody, I'm sure. Rivalry of the Warlords. I didn't realize I didn't get that card yet, so good to even have one of these. Again, it does get limited later, so again, having just one is nice. There it is, that's the card I was thinking. During your turn, target 2 spell cards in your graveyard, shuffle those targets back into your deck. Considering Gathering Mind gives you another Gathering Mind, you kind of always have a Gathering Mind in hand, and you can't activate it until you have one in deck to search. It won't allow you to activate because it doesn't do anything. So being able to shovel those back in is nice. I don't know how many hidden spell books I had. I don't know if I actually pulled any earlier. But it's a good card just to kind of have there. 4 more packs. High rolly. I'm not having one of these. Nice. Having one of these. Nice. Having, let's see, what is this? Yeah, you can just do that. It's quick effect. Monsters could matter. Magical scientist. Cool. Yeah, this doesn't matter. Because I have to pull the other ones, and the chances of me pulling any of the other 2, specifically Y and Z in the next 3 packs, are slim to none. Still Dark Horse pretty good. Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Okay. That's pretty good. Holy cow. Yeah, that's a good card. That's a good card to have. I like that card a lot. This guy is still pretty funny. Decayed Commander. He's there. Pitch Black. Whatever. Yeah, another Amazon card. Another Amazonist card. Anti-Spell. There. Magical Royal Library. 2 more packs. Let's see what we get. Big Bang Shot. Sure. I was actually kind of hoping to get that card. There's another Gather Your Mind. Could be 2. Could be 3. No clue. Rivalry of Warlords. Again, good. Just kind of have multiple. It could get destroyed. Just good to have. Royal Magical Library can matter if you want to play the, I don't know, the Exodia set way later on. Because I think it's like the only time it gets reprinted, or printed ever? Question mark? Maybe it's more. Okay. And last, but certainly not, excuse me, not least. Okay, sure. Having a third one of these, nice, very nice. Death's Dendel, I think, cares about, like, the Vampiric Orcus. I think I pulled that. Where that matters. Antes, fine. Great Angus is okay. Let's see what we got. 2 Kaiser. Nice. 4 of these guys. More than playset, but still a playset. Not bad. At least 1 of these. I have 4 of these? That's crazy. I only need 1. But 3 of these. Playset is really nice. Really comfortable to have. I have some of the Amazonist cards, but I don't think I pulled any of the higher rarity ones, so I just have the commons, which is fine. I do have 2 Vampiric Orcus. I do have at least 1 of Death's Dendel, which is fine. They only really need to work together once. Okay. Rare gold at least once. Metal silver at least once. Or Gather Your Mind. So I was right when I saw what I thought I saw one. So that's good just to have. How many of the traps do I have that shuffle? It's like the spell book. Okay, spell book. I have 3. That's really good. Especially in a deck that cares about spell counters. Having 3 hidden spell book. Having 3 Pitch Black, Power Stone, having 3 Gather Your Mind, very good to have. Very good to have. Having 2 of these guys. I mean, I only have 1 Buster Blader, but having 2 of these is nice. Somebody wants to cancel it or destroy it on the field or whatever. This one like matters later on. We get more Amazonist. Having at least 3 Secret Barrel is funny. Some trap holes, even though they're technically not getting rid of things, they're still there. I could do more burn damage depending. I think it's all on the field, not even on the opponent's side of the field. Oh, you increase your life points. Oh, okay. That's like an option. It's just a way to prevent you from losing. Yeah, that's like body as a shield. You can pay a little bit of life to prevent something from happening that would destroy a monster on the field. It's kind of like, not really, but it's kind of like that counter trap, which is Solemn Judgment. But Solemn Judgment can kind of cancel any spell, trap, or summon of a monster, I believe. This one just specifically can cancel it if they're going to be destroying a monster or monsters. Okay, it's not bad. What is this Dark Blade? I don't think I ever pulled. Oh, there's Dark Blade. Oh, I do have Dark Blade. Okay. Yeah, I guess I forgot that was his name. So these cards care about Dark Blade. It's a tribute normal summon. Burning Beasts. I guess they can work in tandem. I guess maybe I'll look into how these work. I probably won't run them, but who knows? Maybe they're good. What's the other card that cares about Dark Blade? Somewhere. Union Rider, maybe? No, I lied. Interesting. Well, we do have at least one Dark Blade, so I guess things that care about him can talk to that. It's this one right here, right? Yeah. That's literally the cover art. But not even the cover art, that's literally the picture. Dark Blade, I think. No, it's actually any other warrior and Pitch Dark, but yeah, we'll look into these, see if they actually matter, see if I want to. I mean, it's dragon and it is a warrior, so if we're trying to run like a dragon warrior combo, even like a spellcaster type thing, it's there. Having one disc koala is fine. I don't need to have too many. Dark Core is kind of funny that I have a playset. Diffusion Wave Cannon, or Motion, sorry, it's nice that we have this in tandem with Dark Paladin. Very nice. We have this also Chaos Command Magician, Spell Canceller, which is crazy. It is a machine, so it's not like it works really well with spellcasters, but still. Can't really ask for much more than this. This is an absolute keeper. Right on.
Alright, here we are for our deck overview for Magician's Force. We have made some changes here that I think will be good for us. We took out our Shining Angel package. We only have 2 Giant Rat, but we actually have something to float into with Giant Rat. We have a couple things potentially. The Shining Angels were good just because we had 3 of them, but we do have a couple rats now, and these can either get us into Injection Fairy Lily just to stop their combat more than likely, or Exiled Force so they don't have any more attackers. We can set up for a pop next turn. And I think that will be good for us in the long run. A lot of our monsters are going to stay the same. We are throwing in the Luster Dragon that we got here, because why not? It's just a little bit bigger than some of our other 1800 guys. Spells and Traps, lineup's going to be mostly the same. We are adding in a Wave Motion Cannon, and I think that we're running 1 book this week. I don't know that we were running one last week. Wave Motion Cannon should be good, just because Aaron's been playing a lot of like floodgatey stall type decks. So this hopefully is just like an alternate link on if we can't attack. Otherwise, it should just speed up the clock. Otherwise, trap lineup's going to look mostly the same. We're adding our Ring of Destruction that we got off the wheel last week, so that should be nice. We have a ton of removal. We don't really have a lot of spell trap removal. I mean, we have our 2 Trunade and we have the 3 Red Geki breaks, so that's pretty good. It's not too bad, but we have a lot of monster removal between, you know, Red Geki, Dark Hole, Mirror Force, Ring, Bottomless, Red Geki break, Offerings, Fisher. I mean, we are just swimming in removal. Even Change of Cards, basically removal. We got a ton of removal. Hopefully we should be able to keep their monsters off the field and just be really aggressive and just get in there. We're not running a ton of monsters compared to, I think, some past weeks. But I think this is the best the deck has been looking so far. And let's see if we can sweep up another 2-0 and stay nice and cozy in our winner's wheel. Let's take a look, and I'll see you guys in the games.
Alrighty. Welcome, Yugioh Ghouls. Let me show you my pretty new tools. We've got this updated dark deck going on. You know, you got some classics like Horn, the Pot, Mystical Space Typhoon, or sorry, it's Plasma Zone, Mystic Space Typhoon. But you know, we got a lot of newcomers here too. Notably, we've got Darkblade, and we've got Giant Orc, both of which have huge attack. Second of all, they have things they pair with. Like, you know, Darkblade goes to this guy, Darkblade goes to this guy, Orc goes with this guy, and it just kind of makes him that much better. Should be pretty hard to kill. Yeah. Got some things in here to speed up the deck. Or at least how fast I can get through the deck, you know, like Mystic Tomato, the Witch, the Jar, and, you know, hopefully that's enough to get stuff done, because if not, it'll be a sad day. Got this Magical Scientist, he's cool. He's gonna bring out one of these three, either the Big Beater, a replacement for the Big Beater in case something happens to him, or this guy who is, you know, he can kill stuff and have it die peacefully and quietly. That's what we got.
Alright, so this is going to be your deck review for Magician's Force. We pulled pretty well, I think. I think I kind of hit all the key points that I was looking for. Some things I would like also, but the fact that we didn't get them is probably destiny. We're going to be kind of running back some of the older cards in terms of Dark Magician and Buster Blader. I did use Buster Blader in the past. I think it was actually last week or the week before. Just to try to combat some of the dragons that may be being played. I tried to kind of figure out how I want to slot dragons into my deck, but I think the way that I'm playing it right now, I don't really have a way to put it into my own deck to work in tandem with Dark Paladin. That being said, this is going to be my deck. So we are running 5 tribute monsters. Doesn't feel great to be running 5 again, but I think it's going to be okay. 2 of these were more than likely never going to hard summon, and if they go into the grave or they just stay in hand, that's okay. That's going to be Dark Magician, Buster Blader. Jinzo is a 1 tribute summon, so that's going to be fine. We have Magical Marionette, again, a 1 tribute summon who actually cares about spell counters, who does not have a limit on spell counters. And then we have Spell Canceller, which is going to be like the trap card that cancels spells, but instead of a mandatory cost, we no longer have that cost. And it's on the monster, and the monster can stay alive for some amount of time, as long as somebody doesn't try to destroy it. It's there as an option, just to prevent our opponents from doing anything as we maybe activate a spell card, activate a trap card, and we can actually set up our board, even just for 1 turn before they destroy it. It's just an option. And we're going to do Kaiku, just a pretty fair spellcaster. Not that we're trying to run spellcaster, since there's really no good generic spellcaster support that's not Yami. Only 200 attack doesn't mean it's not worth it. It does just mean that it's maybe there's a better slot for something else. But Kaiku's there. We're running 2 Royal Magical Libraries. We're going to be playing a lot of spells, which we are. I could be running more, but I'm trying to put a little bit more monsters in here so we can run a little bit more cards. This just allows us to draw some more of those cards. We are running 1 singular dragon. It's because this dragon can come back. It can, I think when it does come back, it gets banished. No, it's just that you can only activate the effect once per duel. But he still is a dragon. He can still come back, and he can at least be fodder for a tribute summon later on. But yeah, so we also have Cyberjar. Destroy everything on the field where it matters, when it matters. These cards are either added to our hand or they are put on the field. And having any kind of monsters on the field with tributes in hand means that we can tribute them off next turn for free. Once per turn, of course. Dice Jar is a way to just to do a whole bunch of effect damage. Dark Cat with White Tail allows us to basically bounce most little things. It's like Hane Hane, but better. We are bouncing one of our own as a cost, but sometimes that's going to be okay. And then we're going to have 2 Old Vindictive... Old Vindictive Magician. It's going to be basically Man-Eater Bug, but Spellcaster and slightly stronger. Not that we're trying to run back Man-Eater Bug, but it's there. It's part of the set, and it is good. We're going to be keeping it, of course. We're working that also in tandem with Apprentice Magician. who can actually search for a level 2 or lower spellcaster from our deck to put in face down defense, that'll work just fine with the Magician. I think that's the only one not really applicable. I mean, we can also put down the Scientist, but not like we're trying to put in face down. Scientist, of course, is there as well. This also allows us to put a spell counter on a card, which matters since we're trying to play more spell counter E in types of this deck. Magical Scientist is going to be good. Being able to bring out any level 6 or lower fusion monster in attack or defense. We do have to pay 1,000. It is returned to the extra player at the end of the turn, cannot attack directly. But that's fine, because it can either be fodder, or it can actually go in for an attack towards another monster. And so I'm running all my applicable strong enough monsters, 21, 21, 2000, and 2000. These all can be summoned. These all can be tributed. This one has a special effect. It probably won't matter, but if it does happen to die, it is still a dragon. And that could at least go into the grave. And then, of course, with Dark Paladin, who has to be summoned the hard way, has to be summoned through Fusion Summon, and the way to do that is through Fusion Gate. So it's a little bit tricky to do that, but Fusion Gate, if we have these cards in our hand or on the field, which again, we're usually not putting them on the field, but if we have them in hand or field, Fusion Gate can allow us to get out Dark Paladin. That's our only way to really play this card, and if we can somehow pull that off, that's incredible. Kaiser Coliseum is going to be a floodgate card. It's going to be able to get our opponent to really be angry, not really play a lot of cards until they get rid of Kaiser Coliseum. And if their one card that gets rid of Kaiser Coliseum is at the bottom of their deck, that means they're not really playing their deck, which is good for us. Messenger of Peace, going to be another floodgate. While we're setting up, while we're putting all of our stuff in defense, while we're doing whatever, they are more than likely not being able to get over Messenger of Peace, and that's okay with us. In tandem with Messenger of Peace and Kaiser Coliseum, we're playing Wave Motion Cannon. Now this is, I think, a short print or super short print. Chances are, probably everybody's going to be running it this week. I would be surprised if not everybody's running it this week. This is a pretty powerful card, considering that you have to find a way to get rid of it. If you don't, it can do a lot of damage and it can end games. I mean, as short as, probably one turn depending on what the setup is, but obviously, worst case scenario, it's 8 turns on the field or just destroy you through effect damage. Now, in case somebody is using Wave Motion Cannon to destroy me through life point damage, and or to work perfectly in tandem with Ring of Destruction, I am still running this Barrel Behind the Door. It's perfect. Whether I use Ring of Destruction where I need to take effect damage, or they're trying to hit me with a Wave Motion Cannon, I can just deflect it right back at them. Maybe it'll kill them, maybe it'll get them really close. Who really knows? Now, cards that require you to pay, like this one says pay 1,000, that's not me taking damage, so it won't work. It won't inflict damage. But words that literally say the word inflict, I think, or take. Take or inflict, I think, both work. Maybe it has to be inflict. Well, we're going to find out when it works. It does work for Wave Motion Cannon. I don't know if it works with Ring of Destruction, but we'll find out. But yeah, we have Fusion Gate there. We have Diffusion Wave Motion, which is very interesting. As this card, of course, can allow us to pay 1,000 and bring back... No, sorry, pay 1,000 and either with Buster Blader or Dark Magician, it can attack all of our opponent's monsters, and then my other monsters can attack, which is fine. The effect of monsters that are destroyed by these attacks cannot be activated or negated. So if I destroy Sania, if I destroy a Witch of the Black Forest, if I destroy something that says when this card is destroyed, destroy other monsters or something, it doesn't work, which is great. So this is a really good secret rare, especially pulled with Dark Paladin, especially since I have both these cards. Fissure, just a generic get rid of. We have 3 Gathering Minds, or sorry, Gather Your Mind. That's supposed to, of course, spell cards that care about spell cards being played to put on spell counters. That's going to matter. Again, right now it's really Magical Marionette. For the most part, there's Royal Magical Library. Then there's also Paladin actually matters when a spell card is activated. Since this is not a once per turn effect, I can continually discard a card and negate. I guess that's just activation, destroy it. So it's just good, I guess, like my opponent. So even when, Canceler's gone, he's still kind of there as an option. And so that's just going to be really powerful. But yeah, this one is just kind of a way to stack on stuff for Royal Library, being able to draw more cards, or Marionette being able to destroy more cards. We don't have a ton of ways to really utilize the spell counters, but for what it's worth, we do have some synergy there. Nobleman of Extermination is a really powerful face-down spell trap removal spell, and it can get rid of multiple copies if somebody's playing multiple copies. Of course, you're playing Singleton, it doesn't affect you too much, but it has to get rid of at least one card. Gotta include the Pot of Greed, gotta include the Swords of Revealing Light, allows us to do any more amount of setup. Tribute Doll is actually going to help a lot here, considering that, you know, if we're trying to do Buster Blader or Dark Magician, who requires 2 tributes, Tribute Dolls are going to allow us, specifically since you're level 7, is going to allow us to just use any one monster and Tribute Doll to be able to get one of these guys out. So that, again, can matter if we have Diffusion Wave Motion in hand, and we just need to get this one guy out in the field. You know, whether we have Spell Canceller, we want to make sure that the spell goes out smoothly. I guess Spell Canceller would not allow that spell to work, but we have Jinzo out in the field. We have to make sure that nobody cancels it. Nobody like does a trap hole or something to our really cool monster before we start popping off. Ominous Fortune Telling, just good to know about your opponent's hand. We're dealing with Traveler. They get to know about our hand, but we have a way that they can just return that monster back to their hand. Pitch Black Hearthstone. We're only playing 2 of these, not 3. Even though that we could run more, we kind of want to, even though we're running 12, we're trying to keep our traps to a minimum. But still, having one of these is good just to kind of slot onto certain things, and having 2 of them is really nice too, where it matters, when it matters. Rivalry of Warlords. Great to keep our opponent at bay. Since we are running more Spellcaster-like, this means that we can probably choose... Oh, we can usually just keep Spellcasters in the field, where machines actually pop up, where like there's rocks, or this is also a rock, or this is like a beast. They will matter, but they're going to be like face down. This guy's going to be face up, and even if he's face up, he cancels. Maybe it prevents me from summoning him once, but once he's on, like he cancels until he's out, and when he's out, this gets back in effect. So this is just good there. Again, this is just the cancel infliction of damage that could kill us. Magic Drain, kind of doing the same thing, but it's only when a spell activates, you can just discard a spell card, and we're playing enough spell cards that we can discard one. Bottomless Trap Hole, instead of running 2, we are just running 1. But still, it's going to be a really good card. Hidden in Spellbook, to take these Gather Your Minds in case we go through them too quickly, we can just put them right back into the deck and we can keep on playing 2 more. So it's an option there. Miracle Restoring means we can take 2 spell counters from anywhere on the field, whether that's on Royal Library, whether that's on Marionette, whether that's on these 2 trap cards, and we can special summon a Dark Magician or Buster Blader from our graveyard. Now again, that's only if we're able to summon them and they get destroyed, or we have to pitch them, or something happens to them, we can bring them back, because this one banishes them. So if we're able to successfully get Dark Paladin out, they're not touching the graveyard ever again. Especially since it's our graveyard, it's not our opponent's. Ring of Destruction is just going to be a really powerful card. And then Secret Barrel, just to clean shop if there's any amount of effect damage that we can do to them. I was going to run more, but I'm really trying to, again, keep these traps as few as possible. Just trying to run the essentials where I can. We do have Remove Brainwashing. I almost thought about putting it in the main deck, but just Tobin is running Change of Heart. Doesn't mean that Karsten doesn't have Change of Heart, but he's not running it if he does. I just don't really want to have a trap card that's relying on one exact card. Much like why I don't run Jar Robber, like I wouldn't run if I ever get White Hole. I never run White Hole. I'm not trying to run cards to counter exactly one card, but it is there in the sideboard that if I'm like, well, I don't know, like that lost me the first game, I'll just put it in out of desperation. And then a second Secret Barrel if I'm thinking that my opponent's playing a lot of back row and they're playing a lot of monsters. Secret Barrel, or if they're able to draw a lot of cards, Secret Barrel is going to be able to do a lot more damage. But that is going to be Magician's Force.
Boys, how are we doing?
Doing well, doing well. How are you?
Hey man, living the dream. How was your Magician's Force opening?
Pretty good. Well,
Yeah.
I did a couple redoers, so
Really?
Oh really?
How-
yeah, I was kind of worried because I felt like I could get better stuff, and then my one that I used, the first one, I totally got worse stuff,
Yeah,
and
that can happen.
you know,
They can.
then Was just really hoping I got anything slightly better with the next Yugioh token. And I
Well,
think
yeah.
I did.
Okay.
I think I did.
I'm glad to hear
Oh,
that.
cool.
There is some good stuff in Magician's Force. We'll go over all that at the end of the episode. Um, okay, well, cool. Yeah, my pools were like aight. I didn't fully commit to the set. I only went 12 packs deep in it.
What?
Yeah, we'll go into all that at the end though. Okay, cool. Well, the first round matchup is Aaron and Carson. So I'll let you boys get into your game. Best of luck, duelists.
I'm gonna pick scissors.
Really?
Yeah,
He did.
I
No
did.
misclicks today, baby.
No misclicks today. Uh, this is interesting.
That is interesting.
Go ahead.
Silly back row over here.
No, we've seen worse, but this is a back
Right,
row of
both
all
of you
time.
guys have extra decks. What the
I was
heck?
gonna say I looked over, I saw he had an extra deck. I'm like, how fascinating.
Wow. I don't know that I've seen an extra deck till now. He's also playing with a 56 card deck.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I had a hard time making cuts on this one because I just have so many cool things to add.
Yeah, truth be told, I was gonna play basically the same deck plus some, and I just couldn't. I had to basically switch my deck around again. So this is a different style deck. I played with the extra deck the first week, but obviously I didn't have polymerization, so it's just more
Right.
of a guys.
I don't think any of us have poly yet.
Not that I'm aware of. But the field spell face down. Very interesting.
He's keeping his secret close to his
No
chest.
spoilers.
Yeah, he's not spoiling. I think it's probably safe to do this. Um, yeah, we'll keep it at that.
All right.
Okay. Only run for the unicorn then, right? Okay. That's fine. Um, we'll keep it at that. Go ahead.
Setting the horn.
Yeah, he's done that quite often, setting down
Yeah.
the equip spells.
Sometimes you gotta bait him a little bit, put the fear gun in
Right,
him.
for sure.
Can't let on to what it is just yet.
Of course not.
I think you're still the only one that's played Nobleman of Extermination.
Yeah, I think I might be the only one who has it. Maybe I'm wrong, but
I think I
it's a
have
rare
a
card.
copy. I probably should be running it, honestly.
It's a pretty good rare.
I don't know if I have it. What set was
The
it
only thing
from?
that's bad about it, I think it was from Spell Ruler, question mark.
I want to say it was the one after that because I think it was when
Chronic Guardian?
or spell Ruler. You're saying is that Chronic Guardian right after? Wasn't there one right after but before
Or is
Chronic
it's
Guardian?
Pharaoh's Servant right after, I think. I always get them mixed up because they both have, like, Pharaoh
Yeah.
shit in them.
Um,
Yeah, I think
I
it was
think it
Pharaoh's Servant
was.
right after
Yeah, because
Spell Ruler, Magic Ruler. Do you know the history of that name?
I did actually looked it up because I was like, why
Yeah,
is there
yeah.
a different name between it? It's like,
All
oh,
right.
cool.
Carson, if you don't know the history, so the third set for the TCG, Magic Ruler,
Go ahead.
was the original name for the set, but when it released, because TCG is obviously North America only, when it released in the TCG, Wizards of the Coast actually, I think, threatened legal action against Konami because, they obviously have another trading card game, Magic the Gathering. And so the word magic being in the set name, they took umbrage with that and they had to change it to Spell Ruler in the US. I think it's still Magic Ruler outside the US, but
Interesting.
in the US it's Spelled Ruler. They had to like recall the product and ship it out with like new packaging.
Oh, he's got some sort
Okay.
of response.
Let's
Got this guy.
just for now, we're going to go for Secret Barrel.
He's on the burn.
Hmm.
You know, I didn't pull any of these. Secret Barrel, notably, is one of, I think, very few cards that are super short printed.
Yeah, it is going to say super short print. And truth be told, I think I have a playset of them. I was
That's
like, wow,
very lucky.
that's some pretty good luck there.
Yeah, I only went 12 deep into, you know, Magician's Force, obviously, but yeah, I didn't get. Oh, he's got the combo.
Oh, of course, dude. I think this is.
Is this
Yeah.
the first time that we've seen a Union monster played in Progression? I mean, in
Uh,
this series, obviously, but did we see a single Union monster played in Progression Series 1?
I don't think so. Maybe like way early on, but I can't recall us ever using unions because Dragunity wasn't really viable.
Well,
And
they're
like
not even
doing the combo.
Dragonities aren't even unions. They can just be like treated as equipped spells or like
Okay, okay.
inflictors. But like
No, I don't think so.
the
I can't
XYZ
recall.
stuff is unions. I don't think either of us ever played XYZ or ABC
Mm-mm.
when that came out.
Um, that's fine. Go ahead.
Doing it. He's
He's letting me
gaming.
do it.
Yeah.
Um, wait, what's? It wants me to click my back row.
Yeah, you got to
Yeah,
place the
because it
cards.
becomes an equipped spell, so you have to choose a
Oh,
position
I
for it.
see. I see.
Yeah.
So like, I kind of want to do other things. What's it? What's going on? So, you know, we gotta make it bigger, obviously.
Of course, of course, of course.
It's got a response for something.
Yeah, I don't want to respond
Kind of
yet.
scaring me.
You're scaring me, Paw. Oh, we're dicing. This guy really is playing burn. I respect it.
Yes, sir.
Dang, 2K, just like that.
Just like that.
It's funny. I was actually looking at maybe building a burn deck this week too, but I didn't pull any of the secret barrels. And I
I was
was
gonna
like,
say Secret Barrel makes it possible.
yeah, I was like,
Especially since you picked up Ring of Destruction. I mean, it would have been pretty possible. Oh, does he? Oh, he
oh,
does.
Oh, does
Carson,
it not do the thing?
you have to activate the effect, bud.
Ah.
Well, that could be
Mm.
catastrophic if Aaron has a monster, I guess.
While
Yeah.
equipped to a monster by this card effect, you can change the battle position once per turn. Yeah, that's pretty good. I mean, I do actually have something.
Wow, that'll do it. Yeah.
Um,
The misplay didn't matter. It was outed no matter what.
yeah, I was kind of hoping to reserve this for later, but it does do something. Let me
Gathering
gather
his
your mind.
mind.
I'm gathering my mind.
Okay, that's kind of hot.
Mm-hmm.
It thins my deck by one card.
Yeah, it thins. I like it. It's like a worse spell absorption.
Unfortunately though, I do not have another monster. I'm getting pretty bad luck with my monster draws right now.
Carson, you ever go to the casino?
Yeah, I've been.
How do you feel your luck is? You know, are you a gambling man?
Uh, no, no. I like doing the things where I'm involved. You know, like playing blackjack or something like that. Like I don't like pulling slots.
No, I think slots are reserved either for the stupid or the very elderly.
Fair. Um,
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm not really big on games of chance either. Blackjack is my go-to game when I do go to casinos. I'm not a big spender. I'll just put 20 bucks on like the dollar blackjack table and just play until I lose all my money.
yeah, that's pretty much what I do. It's kind of
Aaron, have
fun.
you been to a casino before?
I have not, no. maybe within the same building as one, but never directly inside one.
That's pretty fun. We should go to LeBurge sometime.
Mayhaps.
You go in with the intention of not spending money, right? Like you go in, you're like $20
Yeah.
all I'm spending. If I end up profiting, great. If I don't, that's expected. I'm spending $20.
Well, that's what I've been told. I've never gone.
Yeah,
But yeah,
it's nice because like you win a hand or something, you end up getting like $4 back on like the one that you put into the pot or whatever, and then there's waitresses walking around. They'll just give you free drinks to like keep you at the table, or you can just buy drinks with like your chips. Pretty chill.
Yeah, that's cool.
You get to hang out with all the like alcoholic old heads that are there at the casino all the time.
My thing was, I go in, I get the $30 all you can eat meal, and then I had $50 for for playing games. But if I net gain above that $30, then I've won, and I'm just kind of done.
Yeah, I think that like if I put 20 in and I'm like up 20, like I have $40 now, I'll just stop there. It's like this is fine. What do you think the most like the best casino food is? Like you're at the casino, you're at the table, waitress that can bring you one food item. What do you think's the best casino food to eat there at the table? Because for my money, I think I'm probably either going shrimp cocktail or clams casino. Oh wow,
I mean,
no
both are
mustard again.
probably good options, but I haven't
You're
really
not
had
getting
them.
good luck here.
You say you never had a shrimp cocktail?
Yeah.
Oh really? Wow, you're missing out, man.
I'm not
I
like a
love a
big
shrimp
shrimp
cocktail.
guy, is the thing.
Okay. Well, they're like the cockroaches of the sea.
Basically.
But damn if they aren't tasty.
Yeah, I mean, anything can be tasty. Do it the right way, and this guy's hesitating a long time.
He's
Whether or
got
not he's going to take
responses to
this
something.
damage.
Is he gonna rip a secret barrel again?
Um,
Aaron, what do you think? Casino food?
I've never had it. Never been to a casino.
Well, no, I'm saying hypothetically, what do you think would be the best food to eat at the table at a casino?
Probably a lobster.
Okay.
You're to enjoy it all. Might as well enjoy the finest of dining.
Sure.
And you don't really care about the cards. You're just there to play. $20 is going to be $20.
Do you think there's a casino out there where they sleeve the cards?
Doubtful. Absolutely doubtful.
They're like double sleeving the playing card now. It's for sure they don't. Because I think they just throw them out after like a certain number of uses.
Probably. Go ahead.
Wow.
You got this one. I just had no monsters.
Are you running like 8 monsters in your deck again?
I'm running like 15.
Huh. Rough. That can happen.
Yeah, when I was looking at my deck, I was like, I need to start cutting more cards to allow more monsters to come in.
I guess the only upside is that Carson also seems to be bricking on monsters.
And he's got something.
He's got the new Doria, but that's it.
He's got a response though.
You've got. Oh, yeah, I guess.
You're a towel.
No, you're a towel.
Would a towel wear this fake mustache?
All right, let's see if this works.
Oh,
You
shit.
greedy?
Oh, he's not playing Jar Robber, thank God.
Wouldn't that be cool?
Pretty cool.
I thought for like exactly 1 second I would put in Jar Robber in a deck, but I'm like, this card's so bad. Card does nothing like most of the time.
Yeah.
Well,
but when it does do something.
Yeah, I mean, if I saw somebody resolve Jar Robber, I'd lose my shit. I'd be like, that's fine. Oh, Dark Blade's cool.
ooh, okay. Yeah, we'll first banish it.
But yeah. What rarity was Dark Blade? Was that a rare or a super?
I think it was a super.
I think it's just rare.
Is it just rare?
Yeah.
I want to say it's just rare.
It might have been just rare.
Luster Dragon was an ultra in this most recent
Yes,
set.
that's correct. He's like the 1900 or 1900 normal summon, I think.
19.
Yeah,
Yeah, so I think it's the first 1900 normal summon since Gemini Elf, which was a super.
that sounds right. Mm-hmm.
Or no, that's not right. Thunder Nyan Nyan was a common.
That's also true.
But
Yeah.
it has potential downside.
Yeah. I hate to do this, but I'm kind of out of options right now, so we're gonna do Ring of Destruction.
He hates to do it.
Oh, it's just base. Okay.
When she ring on Yo Destruction, and it's based.
If I top deck a card, I might have this game. Okay, I did not top deck the card, but I might still have the game sometime eventually. I still have however many turns. I have at least a lot of turns left. At least 25 minimum.
You have
Maximum?
two Gather Your Mind in your hand. Do you draw the third one?
No comment. Let's see. Don't have anything for that, so go ahead.
Ooh.
He's
You have a
greedy.
jar,
Look
Robert.
at this guy smiling over here.
That's fine. Go ahead.
All right.
I'm curious what his face down is. He's
Curious
keeping
what
it
both
a
of your
secret.
face downs are.
He didn't even flip it up when he could have probably gone for a game, which is interesting.
I have
Oh,
Dragon Tales theme song stuck in my head now. Okay.
yeah, that's a good one.
Scientific. That's kind of risky against a burn deck.
Oh, I know.
A potential burn deck. Go
Ugh.
ahead. Yeah, I don't think it
Got a new
prevents you from putting
floodgate.
cards on, but it does say that when you just have to make sure there's only one. Pretty sure. Maybe that
Yeah,
changes in other MRs.
Hmm.
so the type of monster is like spellcaster's the type.
Right, correct.
So why can't I pick something with my magical scientist?
If it's a
Because he
spellcaster,
flipped up Rivalry of Warlords. You currently
yeah.
control a spellcaster, and so you cannot
Also,
activate any effects that would put a different type of monster on the field.
Yep,
that sucks.
yep,
It does suck. It's very annoying.
yep.
Cause my dude's that I want for my extra deck's a spellcaster.
Is it?
Fairly certain.
Is it a level 6 or lower?
Oh no.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
I wonder who you got who's higher than a level 6 as a spellcaster. Curious.
Lightsworn Monarch.
Oh, does it have to be? Ah, I didn't. Dang. Hindsight 2020.
You got 40 seconds. Not to rush you. All right. Battle. Is he crazy?
Is that even a question?
He's not crazy.
For this actually could go nuts. So let's reposition. You got a response to my reposition?
I apparently do, but I don't know what it is.
You can
Not the
say yes and
stuff.
see what. Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah,
You can
you
say
can say
yes and you
yes
can
and
say
see what's
cancel.
flashing and then cancel out of it.
Okay.
Right. You don't have to do any activation.
Yeah, I guess. Does this?
Now, the effect is on the stack. So if you're going to destroy something, you can destroy something like back row, but you destroying Cyber Jar doesn't do anything.
Yeah, Cyberjar's effect will happen no matter what. However, the same type of situation. It only works that way for monsters. If it's a continuous spell or a continuous trap that's flipping up and it has an effect on the stack,
Yeah.
you can pop that in response and it will negate the effect activation. But monsters are going to happen no matter what.
Yes.
But this does potentially out the rivalry.
Could get rid of rivalry.
This is
It could
true.
do something cool next turn.
Because I don't have that many spellcasters in the deck, believe it or not. Mostly have fiends.
So was that the stealing
shoes.
shoe? Yeah, it
Yeah.
was. Okay, so I got some options here. No, this is a normal summon. I mean, we'll see what we can do. We'll
Okay.
put this one down just so it's up. We'll put this one
that
down.
makes sense.
All right, trap. Uh-oh.
Spell canceling.
And
Yeah.
wow, scary. Yeah, pretty beefy orc.
Pretty good hits for Carson, honestly.
Yeah, he gets another scientist out.
I get a lot out.
He does get a lot out. Oh, I didn't even see Spear Cretin. Okay. Then I think we're going to be off to the races here. I didn't get exactly what I wanted, but that's okay. It's still main one. Oh, does this? No. Why would that be the case? It's still main one. Why can I not? Oh, I can. I don't know why I'm silly.
You're a goose. Get back in the pond.
Just a goose. Honk. I could do that. That could be funny. But I think I gotta do this. I'm going to go. Actually, does that do anything? No. Oh, so we're gonna do it. We're gonna get rid of Royal Magical Library. We're gonna go for Magical Marionette. We're gonna activate Pitch Black Power Stone.
I saw you were on the spell counter stuff. I guess this is the reason why.
We'll place one on Marionette. Set this one face down. Let's go battle. And just before you get anything nasty out, we'll go after your scientist. It's almost game.
That's mean.
Main two. Well, actually, just pass there. Go ahead.
Huh. Hmm. I bet he's probably got some sort of spell that can come out at instant speed to give it 200 more attack when I swing.
Can't rule it out.
Always possible.
But also, like, what other choice do you have?
Yeah. I don't know.
I would point out it's whenever any spell card's activated. So if you use a spell, it gives it a counter too. That's the way spell counters work.
Yep, that's fine.
Cool, cool.
So I get to destroy one target. Who just attacked? Was that Spear Creighton?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll select This one to be destroyed. Now, it's not exactly how that works, but I think we got to play it this way. We're going to summon a cool card I got known as Spell Canceller. And then we're just going to go in for battle and see what you have. Not enough, I guess. I'm surprised I came back from that, not going to lie.
Cyber Jar's a pretty good one. It's banned for a
Cyber
reason.
Jar's- Yeah, that's what I needed, really. Okay. Okay, let's do this. Oh, and this. Okay. Yeah, Rivalry doesn't do too much when he's playing a Fiend Center deck. But when he plays a Spellcaster or a Warrior, it feels pretty good.
Rivalry's typically pretty good.
Oh, he's going first. Shouldn't have expected that.
You gotta expect it.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Amazing with the 56 card deck that you've seen Mystic Plasma's on both games so far.
Unless he's rolling multiple.
Well, obviously he's running multiple, but still, probability's a lot lower when you're like 16 cards over the normal deck size.
Sure. Okay. Ooh. Options here, options. We're gonna normal summon the library. We're gonna activate Gather Your Mind.
Other Man makes a lot more sense now that I know you're on library.
I want to activate Gather Your Mind. Oh.
That's once per turn, you goose.
Womp womp.
Get back in the pond.
We're going to. Yeah, check this out. We're going to set this card face down. We'll activate Peace. And then while we're at it, we'll activate Coliseum.
You're just the worst.
I'm going to activate the draw card. Cool. Go ahead.
Well, that's a bummer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you just can't summon monsters anymore.
Yeah. All right.
Kaiser was reasonably banned very early on in the series of season 1.
Yeah, card fucking sucks, dude. I can't believe you're on this shit again.
Might I remind you, Messenger Peace is on the field.
Yeah, you can't attack.
Ah, annoying.
Yeah. Floodgates are fun.
But hey, I like spell cards. You can activate more of those.
Yeah, I guess that's true, huh?
Yeah. And it's
all right.
It's a pretty nasty attack, though. Ooh, that's a goodie. I'll pay the 100.
Are you sure you want to pay?
Activate Wave Motion Cannon. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I want
Oh,
to pay.
thank God this game will be over soon.
Yeah, thank God.
I didn't want to fucking sit here and watch this shit.
I don't think I need to right now because I think I can. It's once per turn. Oh, okay, then I guess I will. Actually, let's gather our mind.
He's gathering his mind.
Yeah, I'm gonna gather my mind. Into my deck out just a little bit as I draw another card. Sure. Cool. Let's go ahead and pass turn.
You know, this is where I'd put my cool creature.
Let's see it.
Yeah. You know, Aaron, I thought your deck was so cool for a while, and my opinion of it has greatly lessened.
Oh, so but you're gonna like this turn. You're gonna like this turn. We're going to
Can you
pay
guarantee
100.
it?
Yes. Oh, I just realized I paid 100. Yeah, I'm gonna guarantee Token's gonna like this turn. Because we're going to go for well, first of all, we're gonna activate Pitch Black. Then we're gonna activate Fusion Gate.
Okay, that's cool.
Thanks. We're gonna activate
I love
Library to
Master
draw
Duel
another
one.
card. Oh boy. Oh boy. Then we're going to activate Fusion Gate. We're going to choose getting rid of Buster Blader and Dark Magician to get out Dark Paladin in
Pretty
attack
sweet.
mode.
Okay, your
Pretty
deck's
sweet.
cool.
Thank you. Thank
Floodgates
you.
are gay, but your deck's cool.
Thank you. We're going to normal summon Magical Scientist. I'm basically getting rid of the idea of Kaiser Coliseum, but we're going to pay 1,000. And we're going to find ourselves a little. Oh, it's at the end. Oh, well, that was a waste of 1,000. Womp womp. Yeah, because all these guys are going to be strong. Nonetheless, it just goes back to the extra deck, so it's fine. We'll pop this guy here just for the clout. I can do that multiple times. Oh wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, if my magical scientist is good, dude, you just turbo into like a Xyz monster. Just magical scientist, just make photon strike bouncer. He's crazy.
Anyway, I guess that's it. I didn't realize he could do that cool jazz.
Yeah,
But
dude, that's why he's broken in like the late game.
yeah, I can see that now. Yeah, I'm gonna activate quick effect of Dark Paladin and get rid of your card. And then while we're at it, we're gonna chain Secret Barrel.
Bummer.
Yeah, I didn't think I was gonna get the combo of 3 cards, but I had Buster Blader like 2 turns ago. Then I force draw it into Dark Magician, and then I think top deck was like Fusion Gate. I was like, oh, this is it. This is the turn. I just chose to pay for Messenger accidentally.
Yeah,
Crazy,
pretty cool. It is pretty
crazy.
cool. I gotta give you props. I like it. Pretty
So
sick.
with that, we will not pay. We will activate this. I think for the last time onto this card, it gets destroyed in the process.
Yeah.
Has 1 spell counter. We will summon Magician Girl. Pop another one on here.
Yeah, your deck's
Um,
sweet.
Thank you. Appreciate that. And we will activate the Scientist again. This time we're going to actually go for a cool card again. It's going to be something that doesn't matter for attack. Actually, no, Fiend Skull Dragon matters. We're going to go Battle. Since he cannot attack directly, he's going to attack first.
Yeah, there's a magic force.
That's fair. That's fair. We'll go main 2. I still call it Kaiser Coliseum. But he's able to get that 1 card out before it happened. That's fine. We will pass turn. Locus is a good card.
Oh,
Locus is a very good card.
okay,
It's
sweet.
all right.
Yeah. I just use
It
all
doesn't,
my
it
eggs in one
doesn't tell you
basket,
how many
though.
counters are on wave motion cannon, so you kind of just have to remember, I guess. Kind of
I think
awkward.
it's like, yeah, that's odd. Yeah, I guess they don't put counters in them.
Yeah, I
Interesting.
guess you don't. You're right.
Should have done that after I attacked. But
Yep.
Yeah, it's alright.
nonetheless,
Nonetheless,
we'll just go to attack.
even if I lose this match, I gotta show off the cool thing why I made the deck.
You
Yeah,
still
you got to
get
do the cool thing.
the clout points. It was
Yeah,
still pretty sweet.
Yeah, it's pretty. I didn't think I was gonna do it. I was like, but if I could, I'd have all the
Yeah.
pieces in there.
I don't respect the Messenger or the Kaiser Coliseum, but I respect
I had
the
to set it
deck.
up for the Royal. I mean,
I get it. I get it. It makes sense. I understand it, but I don't like it.
this is like 3. Every single turn I pass is another turn that he gets closer to is MST. But that's the risk we're willing to take. Go ahead.
I don't even have one of those.
Yeah, you do.
Those
Magical Space
Typhoon, you
Typhoon.
have
Yeah, I know.
2 of them.
I was gonna say, like, you're the guy who has them.
He doesn't have 1. He's got 2.
Oh yeah,
I'm
you can
gonna
just
do the
force it back up,
thing.
huh?
Remember, you have to activate the effect of Second Goblin.
Yeah, that's true. Oof. God.
Unfortunately, the
Almost,
only efficient gate is it vanishes. Oh
Yeah, I don't
yeah,
know why you didn't rip the wave motion immediately. You knew
forgot
he
he
had
had
locusts.
locusts. I forgot he had locusts.
Yeah.
Well, that's all right. Like I said, I lose. I did the thing. Yeah, locust is pretty good. Locust is pretty good.
Is quite good.
What does Mystic Tomato want? Just to be repositioned.
You should reposition him. I've done it all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brag.
Yeah, something like that. That's fine. Let's get rid of this card. I don't think I have any back row that's really mattering anymore. There's exactly 1 card that could probably. Well, no, not anymore, really.
Yeah, I got pretty lucky with that Mirror Force.
That's a good
You
one.
did cut the card down.
I was
think you
thinking, I
really
was like
need
looking at the
to.
board, and I was like, I feel like Mirror Force is the only thing that saves Carson's bacon here.
Yeah,
And
I
he
was
had the one of.
I was thinking that Cave Dragon just isn't affected by traps, but he's not affected by flips. I think that's maybe the
He's not
other.
affected by traps that target him.
Oh, that's what it is. Okay, okay. No point in playing this. You have that. Go ahead. Round 3, round 3. Um, yeah, target him. No siding. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Let's just start it off quick and easy, I'd hope.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. We'll find out. We will summon this guy and attack. No special effects. Go ahead.
It's big though.
Pretty good one.
He could get bigger. He's no Mystic Tomato with a Horn of the Unicorn. But he's alright.
He's no long twin rods number 2, but it's fine.
Yeah, he's alright. He's no Taihon number 2.
You know, twin long rods number 2 is a PCG exclusive question mark, or rather, twin long rods number 1 is a OCG exclusive card. We did not get twin long rods number 1 over here in the West. We just got number 2.
Fascinating. I figured you'd put that card. You always have that combo. Yeah, in response, I'm gonna destroy that card. We'll both take 1800. I don't.
Call in a fair judge. I'm surprised Horn still activates there.
It's because it's sent from field. It touched
I
the
guess
field.
it was, but it was. Yeah, whatever. I guess it was.
Let's hope you don't have it. Okay, cool.
It's annoying.
Great.
What would he have for that?
But I don't know if he had a trap hole.
That doesn't work.
I know, but didn't you say the trap hole does work,
Nope,
or you?
trap hole
No,
does not work
Solemn
because
works,
the
right?
monster has solemn would work, but that's banned.
Right. I didn't know if there was another like negate summon, but
It's like Hornet Heaven.
yeah, which I have. And
You
it
have to sack
sucks.
a monster for that.
Yeah, it sucks really hard.
I don't think we've got Black Hornet Heaven yet.
I don't think so. Yeah, I guess we'll just go battle. I almost forgot to do that. Go ahead.
Wish would have.
I was looking at my hand, I'm like, I got nothing else.
This sucks.
Yeah, it's pretty backbreaking.
Jinso's strong.
Yeah,
Confirmed?
Strong.
he ate his vegetables.
Yeah, I mean, he looks like one. I mean, just like the bottom half, not the upper half.
What veg does he look like?
Ever seen like a cucumber?
No, describe it.
It's green
Ah,
and cylindrical, like
What about like
not perfectly, like maybe the middle.
I
Looks like
see
a
a
corn.
corn. Yeah, he's got like the husk and the kernel showing. Sure. Yeah, Jinzo looks like corn. I agree.
Okay, yeah. Okay. Yeah, this is unfortunately one of those situations that I did not want to foresee, but we'll go battle. I mean, my hand specifically. Yeah,
What
his
are you
pitch
talking
dark
about?
is pretty good if you got a dark blade. I mean, I guess it helps. I don't know if he's pretty good.
Yeah, I'm really surprised that you're running a pile when you're playing unions. Like, if you're trying to make sure you see both of those two cards, it's a lot
He
harder to
must
do with
have a
one
lot of
deck.
copies.
You only have
I
three.
just have like the two
Yeah,
unions, and
I was gonna say like, he's having 3 of 3
tries
of
to
both.
do the union monster effects and some of the old dark deck that buffs dark stuff, but only the good stuff.
Cause he got the orc off twice.
He has got the orc. Yeah, 2 games in a row so far.
He probably would have had the dragon too. The problem with unis is that they have to hard summon. I'm like, that
Yeah,
really sucks.
if you could activate from hand as equip spells, they'd be way
Oh
better.
yeah, that's yeah. I think Draguni don't do that, don't they?
Some can equip from the grave, I
Hmm.
believe.
I just remember that being faster than normal summon every turn.
Yeah, I think that there's some that you can equip from grave, and like I think 2 of the level 2 tuners you can like promote them from like the spell and trap zone back into the monster zone.
Who will he choose? That's fine. We're gonna go main 2. We're gonna play something that's kind of funny. Well, first we'll fissure. Then we're going to activate this cool card, a cool combo that when I looked at it, I'm like, huh, well, that'd be pretty toxic.
Oh.
Yeah.
So even the wave
It
motion is
does.
canceled. Now really monsters are the only thing that can win here. Go ahead.
Growth.
Yeah, 2 machine monsters that cancel everything but monsters. Welcome. Battle here. We'll attack with Jinzo.
Get bit.
That's fine. Must remain face up. I
Pretty good
guess
actually.
I'll attack with Canceller. And then we'll do the thing. We're gonna go here. We'll go marionette,
Okay.
and then we'll win for effect damage.
Dang.
All right. Best of luck, buddy. I'm gonna pick scissors.
I'll pick rock.
I'm glad neither of us misclicked.
Yeah.
That's a good thing.
That's really all that matters to me.
I try my best not to misclick.
I get
I
to
like
go first.
triple check.
Anyway,
You
here's
get to go first, dude.
confiscation.
Oh man,
What's that?
forgot. Oh no.
No.
Okay.
What do you not want?
I want it all.
There's a lot of good options.
He wants it now. Yeah, these are all kind of good options. Let's get rid of the old vindictive.
Fair. It's just man-eater bug at home.
We'll go for a very humble T-pose. And we'll add one more to it. Go ahead.
I was about to say how humbling, and then he places the third card down.
Well, the last one wasn't very humble. These first two are humble. That one's a little arrogant.
Right, yeah. Okay. Wonder what that card is.
Who
There
knows?
simply
Who
is
knows?
no way of knowing. I mean, that's gotta be Scarabs or Big Eye. I don't know that I really care about
I'll give you
either of
5
those.
guesses.
Yeah. Let's see. Big Eye. It could be New Doria. It's probably New Doria. That's A-okay. We'll go which? We'll go for the fish.
He's playing the fish again.
That's a Big Eye. Okay.
Yeah, he's rearranging his top. He's got to get the best cards.
This guy needs top.
I need it.
I can relate, dude.
I think he really just needs like spell and traps.
What are you talking
He needs
about?
like a quick card to beat over the fish.
Alright, it's I clicked them in the order I want them if I remember correctly.
You
Does
click.
anyone else
So
know?
number one would be the card on top. I believe is what we
Yeah.
found out through
Mhm.
experimentation.
Yes. Do believe so. All right. Find out next
Fish
turn.
time. You wouldn't
Ouch.
download a fish.
I might.
You wouldn't.
Oh. But I might.
I didn't say you might download a fish, did I?
But the option's always there. But you're not wrong in saying that I won't.
Talking about all these options. What are you, Gradius or something?
Gradius, you mean the cool card that Konami really wants to like promote, but actually kind of sucks for like right now?
Well, you know what Gradius is, right?
Yeah, like the normals. I'm in like 1800 monster. I don't think it's 1800. I think it's like
He's
1,000.
from like
Like,
one of Konami's first video games.
right, and then they gave him like a whole bunch of random like support to like
Yeah, it's
eventually
like
make
a
him like
little
viable.
throwback to one of their old IPs. Gradius is
Yeah.
cool. He's not good, but he's
I
cool.
haven't seen you play him a single time.
You won't.
Yeah.
I didn't say it was good. I said it's cool. And he's got the Gradius option. He's got his own Union monster.
Well,
There
who
are
knows?
some of
Maybe
those cards that are cool though. Like I like the Victory Viper. I like Blue Thunder, T42. Like some of those Gradius adjacent cards are kind of neat.
sure. Got the Mystic Plasma Zone, which is probably what he needed. Is it just for attack?
Um,
This attack,
Mhm.
yeah. But their defense is lowered.
So it's probably New Doria this time. I still am fine losing my Witch, TBH, honestly. Let's go Exiled Force here.
Did he keep exiled around? He is.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
I'm okay with losing my Witch.
Mhm.
Oh, Doria can hit anything.
Yeah. I think you're
Oops.
thinking the Yomi ship.
I am thinking Yomi ship, yeah, which is the worst version of that effect. Okay, oh well, misplay. reading cards. The
Mhm.
Yu-Gi-Oh players' one weakness.
Yeah, yeah, it is. Yeah, I like Unidori. He's cool.
He's a fine guy. I think his art's cool.
I agree. I just first time I actually realized he had hair. It
Yeah,
was just
he's got
a
a
dead
shock
zombie.
of green hair.
It's pretty neat. Not a lot of people can say that about themselves.
There's plenty
Dark
of
core. Okay. Okay.
liberals. Okay, my witch. What the duck?
Vanishing Witch. Okay.
What
I
in the
like that.
duck? I gotta get in the
No
pot.
witch for
I'm getting
you.
cooked over here.
You're 7,000 life points. You're basically dead.
Well, I've lost all this value, don't you see?
Ooh.
Giant orc. Nope.
Jack Nork. Uh-oh. He's about to discard a
We'll get
card.
rid of the other right guy. Keep right.
Oh no, not the orc.
I
He's
don't
about
like
to
that
ping him
guy
for another
very much.
1,000.
Dang.
It's giant though.
He's a big guy.
He's about to be so cool.
Was about to be so cool.
No moss pantalones.
Exiled Force for more than 2 turns is crazy.
Oh yeah, dude. This is my win condition.
It's Exile Force,
Fuck yeah, dude.
non-tributed.
Nah, this
Okay.
guy's sick.
What's he got? What's he got?
Show
You ready?
me what you got. It's the
Boom.
scarabs.
Oh, it can't be the Scarabs.
It's the
Surely
scarabs.
not.
It's always the scarabs, you fool.
Man, I'm such a fool.
Thankfully, Scarab's defense is less because of the Mystic Plasma Zone, so my exiled force can still get over it.
Finally. Exiled Force for the win?
Oh yeah, dude. This guy's all I need.
But the ETK, 8-turn kill?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I gotta hit it in with the fish first.
You have a
Other
second
than that-
fish?
Well, no, I got one hit in with fish already, is what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah, but I'm saying, like, you won't get a hit in if you don't have a monster out. So that's where, like, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, I'm good, man.
Okay. Okay.
You got anything else?
That was still my go.
All right, well, you know what? A lesser man might not be so happy in this position, but I'm smiling.
Oh. I
Can't
wish I
blame
had
you
one
for
of those.
smiling.
Uh, yeah, we ball.
He's balling.
He's got a response. He's got a Mirror Force for 1.
It's kind of magic force. No, okay.
Magic Force is so cool. One of those, I almost thought about respinning to chance getting magical cylinders, not magical force. What are you talking about, magical force?
I love how you always get tripped up about this. It's from that that Yu-Gi-Oh VR meme video.
Oh yeah,
I summon magic force.
yeah. No, but magical cylinders. I was
No.
really hoping for that.
No.
Okay.
No.
Come
No.
on, cancel it. Cancel it. Cancel it.
Not
Do it, Shrek.
today.
Do it.
Yeah.
Magic Jammer, Shrek. Yeah, this guy gets it. He probably has Magic Jammer with no cards in hand.
I don't know what magic jammer
You know
would
it's a
do
trap.
versus a trap card. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a trick. What was he? What did he have? Maybe he has something for the Exiled Force. Maybe he doesn't want to die that way.
Well, he has a response to something, so I'm gonna assume it's not mirror force. We're gonna win with this exiled force, baby.
Holy shit. He's about to do it.
We're sure gonna try. This guy's got some.
Putting you on a 3-turn clock. Holy cow. Oh, he's putting you on a 2-turn clock.
My man's dual wielding. He's going full barbarian on him. I mean, what is this guy? A horror movie directed by Zach Kreger?
What does this guy have?
Okay, wait,
Oh,
Just
sure,
blow the
sure.
load.
sure.
Sure.
Fair call.
See if we can't postpone it just a little.
Yeah, that makes sense why I could
That's
respond to
fair
everything.
enough. Can't fault you on that one. That's not a fault in your stars. God,
Whose stars is it a fault in?
Obama.
Mine?
Nah, man.
Thanks, Obama.
Don't put that on you.
Jesus Christ.
I just want to know his last name. I think that would
I
honestly,
like,
if he told us his last name, that would get him a lot in my book. He'd get a lot of mileage off that.
Yeah. I like that Carson's playing around Imperm before it's even considered to be in the game yet.
That's what I do too. It's
I-
just so ingrained
It's
in me at this
practice.
point.
Yeah. After you misplayed so many times. I mean, I misplayed too on my own Imperm, but
I still kind of play around Mech Knights too, even though they never really mattered in season one. But
yeah, I think I try to play them, but they're just so high rolly. Like even getting one is lucky, and they want to have three.
um,
I'm probably gonna win this one.
nah,
You're
probably
probably
not.
are. Exile Force
Oh,
can't do much right now.
Okay, witchy woman over here. See how high she flies tonight. What's you guys' favorite song by the Eagles?
Can you name an example?
Witchy Woman, Lion Eyes, Hotel California,
That one.
like 1,000 other songs.
I think that's the only one I know from the Eagles.
Really? Oh
Yeah, I'd
man,
have to like
Yeah.
look through it.
you gotta listen to the Eagles, man. That's a great band. That's like one of the great American bands in my opinion. I love the Eagles.
True.
Okay.
Cyberjar. What does that card do?
Annoying guy. Alright, sure.
Surely it doesn't get over the Exile Force.
It won't get over my exiled force. What are you talking about? That's ridiculous. My men will lead me forward to victory.
Oh, I thought it was about the past turn. What's that
Can you
card?
imagine?
It could be really
It's
anything.
yeah, it's like honestly like could
Here's
be
the
anything.
secret effect of my exiled force.
He's gonna get rid of the card.
You're not flipping a goddamn thing. However, I have one of my own, you fool.
Oh,
Oh man.
He's gonna kill me with it.
He'll kill you with his own Cyberjar. That's crazy.
We'll go game two.
It's anyone's game, really. I didn't think the Exiled Force was going to last more than a turn, and yet it lasted like 6 turns.
I told you, man. He's my win condition.
Makes sense.
Mhm.
Checks out.
I get to go first again. Oh,
Guess
happy
go first
day.
again.
I'm so happy that I could smile.
Mm-hmm.
He's smiling. Somebody stop him!
You disconnected. Oh,
I
thank God he
reconnected.
reconnected.
Don't worry. We'll put the fear of God in you.
Yeah.
It's because it was a woman? Or.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of terrified.
They're scary.
Very scary.
You know why women don't make good realtors?
Why?
Tell me.
Because 1 week every month their sales are in the red.
Oh, Tobin.
What do you think about that one?
It's alright.
I've heard better. I've heard better dog comedy.
That's not a high bar to vault. Dog comedy is where it's at, man. Everybody knows that. Like, where does a dog go on vacation?
Where?
New
Oh.
Yorkie.
I thought you said the dog bark. Okay, so he's
Talking about
playing
on
it.
vacation.
I forgot you
dog.
pulled it. No, sometimes they do.
I got it
Sometimes
off my
when they're
wheel
in
spin.
the department.
I
I know,
got
I
it.
saw.
Yeah.
It's
Pretty good
a
one to
pretty
pick
good
up, though.
card.
Pretty good
Yeah.
to pick up. Do you prefer the OCG artwork with the grenades or the TCG artwork with the fire?
The fire. The
Yeah.
grenades is like cool, but the fire is where it's at.
I agree. I prefer the look of the fire. The grenades is like a more evocative image. where it's like, all right, that's sick, but yeah, I like the Art of the Fire better.
Yeah, I think it just has more nostalgia to it.
All right, get in there, Miss Witch.
Wait, is
Damn
the
it.
Witcher win con this deck?
Yeah, Witch is my win con in this deck.
Oh my god. He's gonna start putting on like 2 Acts of Despairs on her next turn.
Don't spoil everything.
Sorry.
I got Witchy Woman stuck in my head now. It's a good song. Do I think this face down matters? I don't know, but let's just play it safe. I think it would like to be on my side of the field.
Yikes.
I don't know, better have it, I guess.
Yeah, how do I even start to pick, the best Eagle song here?
There's so many good ones. I guess that was just
I'm
short of
surprised.
lethal. Oh
I was
well.
gonna say you could probably flip to get lethal, but probably better safe than sorry.
All right, take him back.
No me gusta.
Soy triste, tu cri, tu cri.
Oh, that's a big boy. It's
Yeah.
enough to get over the witch. Beat his win con.
It does beat my win con. No,
Not his win con.
not my win
Beat
con.
his win
However, it
con.
doesn't beat my magic force.
Shit.
That allows him to draw 3 additional cards from his deck, in case you didn't know.
Yeah,
That's what it do.
I dopey what it do.
I need to draw 3 cards from the deck right now.
Surely the witch won't win for a game. He doesn't have
Yeah,
2
I
win cons
told
in
you,
one
man.
deck.
It's my secondary win cons. Exiled Force and Witch of the Black Forest. That's how I win the game.
It's crazy, but it just works. Like the storytelling spirit Benji.
It's like a totalitarian form of government.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
It
not
works.
saying what Shoshan did was right or wrong, but it worked. It just worked. Good night.
Yeah, you can
mates.
preach about that.
Yeah.
All right, Kirkmanator, what you got?
That was my
When I
go.
when
What
I
the
make
heck?
a character in the new Oblivion remake, I'm gonna make a Khajiit, a white Khajiit named Shoshan,
Very nice.
and he will be the White Tiger King, and then it will be the White Tiger world.
I was gonna say, I don't know if you've seen the Khajiits yet, but they look pretty great.
They look great. Yeah, they look really good. The Magic Force, there it is. Give me my card.
They look way better. I mean, arguably, they look
Give me
way better
my
than the
win
Skyrim
con.
Khajiits. Exiled Force. Oh no.
It's
Oh
all
no.
ogre.
He got a protection from his exile.
Shiver
He's got
in
to play his melee
fear at the
on.
sight of my win condition.
Yo. That'll do it.
He's surrendering with 47 cards still left in deck to draw.
Or will it?
Or will it?
Oh, jeez.
We'll do a little bit of breaking.
He's getting rid of it. He's got to use the
Got him.
card he stole from me.
We do have removal. Don't let them tell you that we don't have removal.
He doesn't have removal. You still got this. Oh,
Yeah, exiled force for the for the match, baby. He's just that good.
Can't stop him.
can't stop. Won't stop.
GG's, GG's. I'm gonna pick paper.
I'm also gonna pick paper. Oh,
I misclicked. Dang it.
what the heck? Guys,
Oh, I hate that.
I hate that.
So annoying.
Interesting going first here. Okay.
You picked to go first. What do you mean interesting?
I know, it's just an interesting hand to start going first with.
Oh.
Go ahead.
One back row in your deck? That's crazy.
Yeah, it's not really trap centered.
Anyway, here's the fiche. There's a little wave motion for the kids.
Or the keys. Okay.
For the kids. How do I teach these kids?
Go ahead.
Yeah, fair call, fair judge.
We'll go to the Behemoth. He's back, and he's better than ever.
Back, tell a friend.
Let's get this guy out early. We will also set this card face down. We'll go battle. Yeah. We'll go over the fish. You got me on a clock, but we'll see what I can do around it.
Not much.
Yep. Not much indeed.
La Rata.
Uh-huh. Go ahead. Oh. An idea. Go ahead. Oh. That's muy spooky.
Out in the sky.
I'll
I know
activate.
guy. Monster card. Okay. Sure.
You have a 50-50 chance of getting it right here.
Does it
Rats.
matter? No, rats. Okay.
Wasn't destroyed by battle. That's what matters.
Yeah. You still got it off. That's fine. I'm being chilling on my cannon. When she wave motions on your cannon.
Nice.
Yeah, unfortunately, that will work here.
Nice. It does get rid of my own. That's fine. But it gets rid of yours, which could matter a lot. Cool. But top decking. Or top decking.
First guy's gotten. I'll go monster card here. He's got the magician.
Yep. Can you believe I can't do much with it? I think
don't
you
believe that. Are you sure
win
that's
next
true?
turn. I believe that's how that math works. Like next to your turn, I think.
Surely you're playing like ancient rules, right?
Ancient rules. Is it the spell card?
Spell card. I think it lets you like either normal summon without tributing or special summon like a vanilla level 7 or 8 monster or something like that. Some type of effect like that.
Yeah, I think you win next turn with this.
Kaiku time, sure.
No, I'll just pass.
Oh.
I don't think I win this. No matter whether I attack or I don't think I win this.
Alright, well let's rip this no matter what.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then let's rip this.
Guess what? Get rid of a card. Guess we'll just activate Secret Barrel before anything else goes off. Sure. And I get to choose? I'll get rid of the Dark Magician.
Okay. And then let's do one of these for safe measure.
Sure. Safe measure indeed.
And one of these guys.
Yep. Let's go game 2.
All right.
We will put this card in, and we'll put this card out, and then we'll shake it all about.
It's doing the hokey pokey.
And I'm turning myself around, because that's what it's all about.
That is what it's all about, really.
Funny enough, I actually have some cool cards unintentionally. Oh, intentionally and unintentionally to counter your deck. Slightly. And I'll explain them after the duel. If and when they come up.
Intentionally because he went and got on your computer and looked up what you're making.
Yeah, exactly.
So you
Yeah.
can put them in there.
Right. Unintentionally, as in I only found out what you slotted in last second.
Mm-hmm.
Did
And
you
it
find
still
out what you
works.
slotted in?
No, I did not. That'd be ridiculous. This is not great. This is not great.
Yeah, I actually did have my side deck teched out to go against a floodgate deck like this. Because I'm tired of playing against it.
Well, you're gonna see it every week.
I
I
don't know
guess
why you are the way that you are.
it's because I don't have any cool cards that can consistently win, so I have to floodgate until I find any cards that I do get. Go ahead. Don't have no Mirror Force. Don't have no Dark Hole or Raigeki. Don't have any Mystical Space Typhoons.
Baby. I ain't got no dark hole. No.
True. True. Mm-hmm. Nice. It does shuffle both of our decks, interestingly.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I like that. I'll take that. Let's hmm. Hmm.
Yeah.
Bless you.
God bless you, everyone.
Thank you.
Hmm. I did not get a good starting hand. I don't want to say you win this already, but I don't
No.
I don't
No
have a
turn
good
for Jinzo.
He's not got a good hand.
He's not got a good hand.
Guess we'll just do this. Kaiku.
Yeah, that's fine.
Let's go battle. We'll trade.
Sure.
We'll go for 1,000. Main 2. I guess we'll just activate this for no effect, just to thin the deck out. Go ahead.
Wow. Okay. Well, I'm feeling pretty good then.
Okay. Like I said, I didn't have a good hand. That was my turn.
We'll show you a new guy.
Oh, so he got the Luster Dragon, huh?
We got the lustrous dragon himself. He's a very beautiful dragon covered in sapphire. He doesn't like fights, but he has incredibly high attack power.
That checks out. We'll set. That's what we got. We'll set this card. Go ahead.
Let's go for a new friend here.
Not new. He told us you had it.
Well, I haven't played it yet though. Okay. Well, I guess we'll get over it.
Pay the 2, huh?
Yeah, I don't want you to abuse that.
How do I abuse it?
Draw
Um,
cards? Drawing cards?
no. Um,
Or even
like
attributing
I
it.
said,
I know
my
that'd be
hand
sick.
was not good. I think you had this turn 2. Is that enough for game? It's close.
No, that's not enough for game.
It is close.
I guess I have to keep in mind Secret Barrel exists, but I don't think I have enough for you to kill me. Go ahead.
Yeah, you had it. I did not have a good hand,
Alright.
and you just killed me dead to rights. No
I
floodgates
lucked
even
out.
touched.
Yeah, my main deck is not good against your deck, really, but my side deck is ticked. I mean, I'm running like 3 copies of Remove Trap in the side just for those annoying floodgate traps. That's how much I hate those cards.
I almost thought about putting Remove Trap in. I'm
Yeah.
like, I can't. I mean, just one card that removes exactly one face-up card. I'm like, no.
Well,
I'd
it's
much
because me
rather.
and Carson aren't playing any continuous traps. You're the only one that plays them.
Well, you got the top stealing on my best cards. Maybe I have some other cool cards to play.
Yeah, fair enough, fair enough. GG's. We got there.
Games.
Okay, so tell me about your Magician's Force pulls.
Well, you saw the Dark Paladin, which I thought was crazy. I
Yeah,
pulled.
that was honestly crazy that you summoned that like the week that you got it. Pretty
Yeah,
impressive.
not only the week I got it, but like I had all the pieces. I saw like Fusion Gate, weeks ago. I was like, well, that matters never. I mean, like maybe if I get like Thousand Eyes Restrict, but I'm like, didn't get Thousand Eyes Restrict. I can't imagine there's another good fusion I ever care about. When I pulled Dark Paladin, I was like, do I have those pieces? And I checked. I was like, yeah, I do have those pieces. Like I have both those monsters. And I was like, it's hard because you have to have those 3 cards in hand essentially before you want
Right.
to play any of those. With Carson playing an extra deck, I was like, if I play this any earlier, he has a chance to maybe do something cool. But like, I kind of don't want him to do that. I guess if he's playing Magical Scientist, that makes sense. But no, otherwise, I had like the card. I think I pulled one of the traps that could reborn Buster Blader or Dark Magician if they ever hit the grave. So if Desperate Calls, Desperate Measures, I normal summon them, the hard normal summon, then I can get those guys out. There's another one I had that said like you can normal summon. I think I was playing Tribute Doll. I was also playing. Hold on, where's this guy at? I think it's this one. I was playing Tribute Doll once for my level 7 monsters, which is both Buster Blader and Dark Magician. And then there was one other card. I mean, I was playing Hidden Spellbook to recycle the 2 Gather Your Minds back in. I had a second Secret Barrel in my extra deck. I actually had Remove Brainwashing in my my side deck just because I know you're the only one who plays Change of Heart, and it's a way to prevent one instance of Change of Heart from happening. But yeah, I mean, you saw Kaiser Coliseum, you saw Wave Motion Cannon. I also had Diffusion Wave Motion. That was my secret rare, and of the 2, the best of the 2. Pay 1,000, target 1 level 7 or higher spellcaster monster control, which could also work for the Dark Paladin. And it must attack all monsters your opponent controls. No other monsters I control can attack, but the effect of the monsters destroyed cannot activate, and they are negated. So it's like, if I can do something cool here, I have this in hand, I have either Dark Magician or Dark Paladin out, it could be cool. But
yeah, I mean, if you got the Dark Paladin out and then you activated Diffusion Wave Motion, I mean, I would go crazy. I mean, it's
yeah,
still really cool.
yeah, I mean, it's still Mirror Force gets rid of it in one attack, but it's yeah, the clout was there, and I didn't think I was ever going to get it out, and I still got it out.
I mean, you got the style points for sure. My
Yeah,
Exiled Force doesn't look so flashy in comparison.
I guess so. But yeah, I
Yeah, well, it's pretty cool.
took out most of my cards from earlier. I think I was playing more like a warrior spellcaster style deck, and I just went basically straight spellcaster, focusing it as much as I can on the spell counters where it matters. It was just exactly magical marionette and library, but still, they were
Pretty
there.
cool.
Yeah.
For myself, I only went 6 packs deep into Magician's Force.
Did you say 12?
No, that's what I thought. I actually just went back and reviewed my footage. No, I only went 6 deep into it.
Wow, that's crazy.
Not super
so?
super hot on this set.
It's a lot of cool stuff in here.
There is some cool stuff, but there's also a lot of stuff that I don't care about too much. Like you know, like looking at the super rares, the only one of these cards that I would want is Tribe Infecting Virus. I don't care about any of these other cards. Like, Skilled Dark Magician's fine, I guess, just for being a 1900 guy. But like, I don't want to pull any of those cards in isolation, except for Tribe. And then the ultra rares, like it's the same thing. Like it's just Breaker. Like Luster Dragon's cool, but Breaker's like the only ultra rare that I really would have wanted. So like I was looking through all the set and I was like, nothing really at high rarity I care about. And like there's some cool pieces in here, like Magical Scientist obviously is cool. Wave Motion Cannon's good just for being able to close out long games.
You got what you kind of needed then.
Vindictive. Like there's cool stuff here for sure, but it's all at low rarity. And so I was like, I was gonna throw a few packs in here. Most of my packs I ended up putting into Pharaoh's Servant because I was digging for a Thousand Eyes Restrict to go along with Magical Scientist.
Mm.
I did not get it. I will let you know. I did not.
Did you get Magical Scientist?
Nope.
Well, yeah,
that was my plan going into my opening, and I kind of just failed on both fronts. But we got the Luster Dragon, which is like,
yeah, I was gonna say
he's a fine guy.
Pretty good.
We got one Wave Motion Cannon, so
better than none.
Yeah, it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but I don't think we really got anything good from our Pharaoh's Servant opening.
Sure.
That was kind of just like a big whiff, honestly.
Sure. Carson, how'd you split yours up? Did you go full into Magician's Force?
Oh, of course. You know, looked at the new cards, saw all the cool new pieces, and had to do it.
Yeah.
Got
Very fair.
Some cool stuff. In hindsight, I would have just stuck with my first pulls, but you know,
sure.
2020.
Yeah.
It's just like more so. It's like I can't use the redoer ticket and get worse pulls and then just stop. You know.
Sometimes you kind of have to accept that though. You're like, I can't use my last redoer here and maybe never get another one. When like if you look in the future sets, you're like, I need to save it in case I get bad pulls in the future. But to each their own.
Oh wow.
Yeah, my rationale was like, if I keep on dipping back and back and back into previous sets, I'm never gonna get anything good. Like I can maybe get something that's like limited now, but I'll never be able to get like a 3 of something that's maybe broken right now. And I kind of like to have the guarantee of getting all these cards, like even like a common like Magical Scientist or Wave Motion Cannon, or I was talking about how Mass Driver is used later. But go ahead.
Yeah. I mean, there's like I said, there's a lot of pieces, but they're mostly all like common. But yeah, you're right. Like Mass Driver or like Poison of the Old Man for Chain Burn in the future. My Body as a Shield is good.
Rivalry of the Warlords, which is that common. If you don't have that, you might be missing out.
Yeah, that's a card that exists for sure. There's cool stuff. Royal Magical Library is cool.
Mm-hmm.
Like some of the Amazonas stuff's here at Common. Like there is cool stuff at Common here. But a big reason also for me that I didn't really put a lot into this is because we do have reprint sets coming up. I'm like, these cards all get reprinted later on, but like at lower rarities.
Sure.
Like all of the XYZ stuff goes from being like supers or ultras down to I think commons and rares.
Really? That's crazy.
Like they become way more readily available.
That's crazy.
So I was like, I don't want to put too many packs into like a set that is like, it just didn't feel worth it to me.
That's fair.
But yeah, you do make a good point. If you don't commit to the packs, you might. Nothing is guaranteed. You don't want to miss out on stuff that could matter.
Yeah, like not that you really need more. I think there was one common that I was hoping to get more of, and I only got a single of. But I was like, at least I got one. I don't remember what that one common was. Funny enough, I was going through my packs. I was reading the like oppressed people running. People running about and United Resistance. I'm like, I remember reading these cards in Series 1. I'm like, they matter somewhere. And I was like, looking through all the rest of my pulls and reviewing all my spells and traps. I'm like, I don't know where they matter. Only to realize once I added to my collection, I look up cards that mention either of these 3 names. I was like, oh, it's a common I just didn't get. Not that I ever have any reason to, use them. But I was like, well, I spent maybe a little bit of time talking about them for them to not matter at all.
I mean, it's terrible, but like it could be cute. Like if you huge revolution after like soul charging to get these 3 back.
Oh,
You
true.
know,
Very true. Yeah, it
then I
can.
mean that would basically just be win, and it would be epic.
Yeah,
But that's still quite a ways in the future that we get Soul Charge.
very, very good card.
Okay, well, good games, boys.
Good
We're gonna
games. Good
call it
games.
an episode there. And next set we're opening up is Dark Crisis. So best of luck to you guys in your pools there, and I'll see ya in the next one.
All right. See you then.
As well.
Bye.
Later.
All right, that is going to do us here for another week of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Progression Circuit. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching all the way to the end. I'm sure you did. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like. Go ahead and give a comment if you have anything to say, any kind of feedback. And subscribe if you'd like to see more Yu-Gi-Oh! Progression Circuit in the future. Stay tuned next Wednesday for the next episode. See you then.